I have arrived. Hello there. There we go. Might as well get into depth content here. Oh my gosh, everybody is so huge again, like always. But how are we doing, everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, is good. I just came from Kobe Steakhouse celebrating some birthdays here. Not mine just
Hell
yet, but it's
yeah.
more like the birthday month because my family's the sort that would just try and take advantage of like every offer out there. It's like, oh god. And plus, Grandma's going
goodness.
away. Grandma's going away for months, so yeah. Celebrate a little bit earlier than usual. But I do have the big weekend next weekend, so that should be fun. Okay. So we're just waiting for Nightcrawler, now known as Flare. Which is not the name I thought he'd go for, but I respect it. I respect it.
And Overgrowth too, but yeah.
Okay, so we're just waiting. I'm still advertising, doing my thingies.
Fingies.
Yes, all the thingies. Shameless self-promotion. The name of the streamer game.
Yay.
Yep. I do need to start promoting more on Blue Sky more. Hopefully, when I relaunch next year. That's assuming I get my
Rebranding.
Well, as far as I'm still be the gaming Pegasus, but I'm gonna have like the model and stuff. So it'd just
Going
be-
from PNG tuber to full VTuber.
yeah. I don't know if you would call it a rebrand, more like an upgrade, I guess. But that would be quite a day once I have the model and the outfits that I want.
Hell
I'm dropping $800 on this, so it needs to come out very, very freaking well. And I know it will. So I think with that amount of money, I get like 4 outfits, along with like the rigging and the model and all the good stuff.
Excellent.
So I'll probably have one for spoops, have one for casual, one in my my godly S form, and I don't know what the last one's gonna be. Maybe sci-fi theme. Could be cool.
And then one more for you to use in VR chat in certain rooms.
You shush there.
Am I wrong?
You're not wrong, but shush! We do not speak of such on this channel and on this stream. Okay. Where the heck is everyone? I know Overgrowth is like a couple minutes, but we're missing peoples. I have Detective Badstein playing. Come on! So, I proposed a possible solution for 2 weeks from now. But we'll see if people might be available by then or not. I don't know. Because it's going to be hard to get in things before the end of the year about the holidays and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I'm assuming at best, after this week, we might get 3 at best. Probably 2 sessions in before the end of the year.
Oh, I mean, New Year's and Christmas are on Wednesday, so...
Yeah, it's kind of weird when they're in the middle of the week.
Hey, Overgrowth.
Hello.
Hello. Hello there.
General Kenobi.
No, if you're gonna do it, you need to go full harsh, like... General Kenobi.
Not bad.
You gotta commit.
Commit to the bit.
Oh,
Look, when I have a chance to go ham, I will go ham. I will grab hold of that
Good.
scenery and start gnawing on it like a hungry dog.
But you're a fox.
Gnawing like a hungry dog.
Fine.
Only
Dogs,
safety is an
unpopular.
absolute.
Alright. We're just missing 2 more, then we can go and get started over here.
hello, little boy. He
Oh, yeah,
stole
Overgrowth.
my blanket. He stole my spot. Yeah, what's up?
How was your week?
Also, hello, newly named Flare.
Hi.
Hello, Flare.
Flare! Now
My
introducing.
brain is struggling to remember anything I did this week.
That's a mood.
So, good thing, bad thing? I don't know.
I think it's just been the normal grind. I had a very busy last week, but not
Right, I get
the
you.
week before. And so this week was very much kind of more chill, a lot less going on, and my brain is fried. It's like, wait, what did I even do?
Was I
Oh, it's hello,
productive?
Flare.
Did I
Things.
adult hard
You
enough?
did things.
It's like,
You did
Did I even
things, and
exist?
part of it involved stuff.
did I even exist the last 7 days?
Am I in a time loop? What is going on here? Oh, everyone's
God.
here.
Oh god, don't bring up time loops around Katie. She will go feral.
Time loop.
Time
Feral
loop!
how? Does she happen to like games involving time loops?
I literally, my 3 top favorite
Hello.
games of all time. All
Hey,
have
Brightfire.
time loop.
Welcome, welcome.
Not,
Why do I have a
not-
feeling? Why do I have a feeling one of them is Outer Wilds?
No, actually, does that have a time loop? I own it. I haven't played it.
Spoilers!
Yeah, the whole thing is a time loop.
Yeah.
Fine.
From what little I've played of it, yeah, the basic concept is a time loop.
Oh man, that means I have to go into my Steam library and play
I'm
a
hearing
game.
about time loops. I'm thinking about a series of 5-minute video skits that just has that as a running gag.
Nice.
Oh, I love that. But yeah, no, time
Could possibly
loops
show
are-
that off once we finish tonight.
Okay.
And then suddenly the next thing I'm thinking of is a particular anime which had that as part of an entire season, and everyone hated it.
Yep.
What
I know
anime?
I know which
Time
one you're
loops are
talking about.
popular.
Kaylin knows what I'm talking about, apparently.
I know which one you're talking about.
I know of an anime that has as the premise. I'm trying to remember its name.
It was, what was the name of it?
The anime?
Steins Gate, maybe?
Yeah, the anime. No, not Steins Gate.
Damn it.
Canon.
That's
Standing
not
Gate?
the anime. No, that's not the anime I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of... The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya.
Why do
Oh,
I feel like I heard that one before? Why does
The
this
I've
first
definitely
season was
heard that
perfectly
name.
fine. The second season basically had like 8 episodes that were exactly the same in every way, except the angles were slightly different.
Oh, well that's...
What?
Look,
It was
I
known
have
as... The season was known as Endless 8. People hated it because it was literally 8 episodes repeated exactly the same.
Ooh.
This is not how you do a good time loop. I will stand that time loops can be done so well, but you have to make sure to balance it being, repetitive, because you want that. You want that
That's the
horror
point.
of doing the same thing over and over, but you also have to have enough new things introduced to keep the audience engaged. It's a fine balance and I love it.
Yeah, I think the basic premise of that was
recording.
Oh, right,
God
the bot's
basically
supposed to be-
decided. God basically decided this is the best day ever. I wish it never ended, and then it just repeated endlessly until a character happened to sneeze or something unexpectedly, and that ruined the day, and so that broke them out of the time loop.
Wow.
That's stupid.
I hate
Huh.
time loops with such a passion.
No,
I hate
they-
when
Like I
they're
said,
done
people
badly.
hated that arc.
It's like it's when it's done well, it can be good. When it's done badly,
Pain. Pain.
And then there's
Yeah,
Groundhog
I-
Day.
Or Happy Death Day. Anyway,
That I don't know.
Another Happy Death Day fan.
I
I've
actually
heard of
haven't
that, never
seen-
seen it.
I haven't seen either of those, surprisingly. It's like, I love time loops, but most of my things are just little indie games that I obsess over.
Right.
You've never watched Groundhog Day,
Nope.
the movie that named the trope.
Nope.
Go see it.
Go to your local theater and ask them to show it to you.
You know, that's actually not completely out of possibility. My local
Wait,
theater
hold on, are
does
you
do-
serious?
No, they do they do what they call flashback cinema, where they'll play on Saturday, I think it's Sundays actually. On every Sunday they'll play old movies.
Yeah, I've heard of that before.
That sounds pretty sweet. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna
Just to
click
get
the
people back into the theater.
I'm gonna click the almighty record button. I am officially recording, as I say every freaking week. Are we ready to begin, everybody? Ugh.
Hell yeah.
Just as soon as we do the sync.
Do it.
A sink,
Yes.
Sink.
Ready? 1, 2, 4, 7.
Now we're
Ted Danson!
I'm glad we all said something different.
Yeah.
I stick with the classics.
Okay, so a little recap. We finished basically almost the first half of the case. And now we're investigating the courtroom because it's an optional area we can do so before we go to the main hallway.
It was like they let us in here, so that's why we're doing.
We're
Can you go to the
courtroom
judge's desk?
Yes, we
for
can.
no real reason, just because they let us in here, and we would not take advantage of this opportunity.
Oh my gosh, we're the judge.
This must be the judge's desk. You can tell by the gavel sitting on top.
I had a dream once that I was being squashed from above by this gavel.
That dream happens more than you would expect.
Is that like the lawyer? Is that like the lawyer equivalent of like the being back in school?
If I had a nickel for every time a lawyer had a dream.
I had 2
You'd
nickels.
you'd have 2 nickels.
I beat you to it.
Damn it.
Yep.
You're such a weakling, my old Jetworth.
You have no idea how frightening it was. Seriously.
Francis, where are you going?
Francisco, are you okay?
Bye. Francisco
Alright.
is
Alright, well,
should be a
alright, well,
judge.
Francisca has decided this is her calling. No more prosecution.
And yes, she comments up there.
It's the viewing gallery. This is where the riffraffs sit when they come and watch.
It's situated at the same height as the judge's bench. I wonder if that's to represent the intense scrutiny of each and every case from all sides.
Miles Edgeworth, are you or are you not a man enough to stand up to all those eyes?
What sort of... Of course I'm man enough.
I love just that she's like saying this while on top.
Where is she?
staring down at him.
He's still in the
Still
judge's
stuck.
Alright, Francisca, dear,
Save her.
please, come down. There you go. Good work.
You figured it out. Good job.
Brilliant.
Why do I feel all nice and fuzzy inside when you call me good girl?
No.
Oh dear.
Any day now, I'll be taking my rightful place behind this bench.
No, you know why? It's because her father never says it.
Oh.
Oh.
Sure.
Oh, that got sad.
I would imagine Francisca having a praise kink because she was never complimented.
I hate this line of thought,
But you can't shake it,
but
can
it's
you?
not incorrect, but I hate it.
How would it also
That's
tie
like
into the
Mrs. Howard
whole riding
is
crop
all
and
the
whip
time.
thing, though? Is the praise kink because her father loved her, and the whip and the riding crop is because he punished her when she was wrong?
That is fanon I wish to not get into, but sure.
I think we're imagining a bit too much. I think we're still looking too deeply into this.
By that time, I should already be standing here.
I'd be downright disgraceful if I beat you to it, wouldn't it?
If that were to happen, Francisca, I'll eat my cravat.
Delicious.
Nom nom.
It's the
Maybe it's
defense
made of
attorney's
cotton
bench.
candy.
I'd probably be standing on this side of the courtroom if that incident hadn't happened.
What are you thinking about? Lately, the more wrinkly your face becomes, the less I'm able to read what you're thinking.
Well, I never! I'll have you know, I don't have a single wrinkle upon my youthful brow.
Give it a year.
And we got an achievement for this. Yay.
No,
Yippee!
let me put it this way for you, Edgeworth. The stress will put years on your face from this kind of job.
What are you talking about? What stress? I'm cool, calm and collected, just like the Von Karma way. Also,
Yeah, and look at him.
Good point.
his lines are perfect. They are not wrinkles. They are...
Get a load of this guy.
It's the witness stand.
I'll make sure each and every person on that... I make sure that each and every person that ever stands here will be found guilty.
There are others besides the defendant that stand at this podium, you know.
I don't care! Just make sure you never end up standing at one of these. Or you'll be sorry.
I'll keep that in mind. And thank
Well,
goodness.
Francisca, I guess you better find yourself guilty because you stood at one of those when you brought the evidence in the end of Justice for All.
Wow. I don't think she was like an official witness though. She kind of was just
No, but she
there.
stood there.
Oh, great. One of the... Did someone lose a quarter trying to get a
guess
drink?
so.
Obviously, he's looking.
No,
for a
I
photo
think
of it.
one of the bottles broke and it's just a giant splash on the ground there.
He's just having fun playing with the puddle.
Did you see anything else?
No, I don't think so.
I see. Well, thanks for your cooperation.
Not a problem, Jimmy. Oh, it's nothing. Just doing my duty as a defender of the law.
That'll be all for now. I'll ask again if I have any other questions.
Anytime, Jim Bob. Now, if you'll excuse me, Jameson, I have a few loose ends I have to tie up, and some marbles to find. Oh, hello there. Oh,
Well,
you're
that guy
that new
seems to have found
prosecutor
plenty of
Mr. Von
marbles.
Karma recommended, right?
My name is Miles Edgeworth, Your Honor.
Pleased to meet you, Mickey.
And I am Manfred von Karma's daughter, Francisca von Karma.
Pleasure to meet you, Frank.
I am set to become the successor to my genius father any day now, Your Honor.
I see. Mr. New Pro...
The game did that.
I see. Mr. New Prosecutor recommended by Von Karma, Michael Edgerton, and Miss Jen...
Did you mean to say Gen Z? Because I can fully buy that right now, Your Honor.
Bit my tongue.
Are you alright, Your Honor?
Failure loser, man.
Please feel free to refer to me as just Miss Von Karma, Your Honor. As for him, just Edgeworth is fine.
Apparently,
She's pointing at the judge.
apparently, somebody doesn't feel that I'm worthy of a proper title. Do I have to raise...
Oh,
Perhaps I should refer to myself as Lord Edgeworth if that gets your attention, Francisca. Not just Mr.
Yeah, if you're the if you're the mayor of the city of London, you can be the Right Honorable the Lord Mayor, Miles Edgeworth.
very
Very
well
true.
then. I shall call you Miss Voyeur and Mr. Prosecutor Eagleson.
Your Honor,
What?
Mr. Edgeworth is fine, sir. Now about your earlier testimony, which was odd because we're not given in court here.
Yes? What about it, Mr. Eagle Man?
I would like to ask you a few questions about
Go
what
Eagles.
exactly you saw.
I'll just be here then.
All right. After all, it's my duty to clarify my testimony as a defender of the law.
I greatly appreciate your cooperation, Your Honor. Now, the first thing I will need to do is figure out that detective's exact movements. Before that, I must speak with my underlings here.
I
You!
just love the begin investigation immediately leaves. Like every time.
You there, Kanaiza, or whatever your name was. Have you found any suspicious fingerprints, officer?
Oh, you remember my cousin's name? No, I haven't found anything. Just the fingerprints of those involved with the case, sir. Which doesn't say anything, despite being everyone involved in the case.
I like how he's like asking if he's found any fingerprints while like shoving his finger into his eye.
Do you
Like, have
see
you-
my fingerprint?
Have you found any fingerprints now?
I don't take autographs. I take fingerprints.
I guess we know all the players in this case then, huh?
It would appear that way. But I have the nagging feeling that we're missing something. And I suspect that what we're missing is hiding right here in this crime scene somewhere.
Yeah, I'm missing my wallet.
He's making a most ridiculous looking face.
That may be. But at least it doesn't look like someone who would tell a lie on purpose.
I suppose, but to Von Karma, evidence is the only thing that carries any weight.
Of course. At any rate, this poster seems to be of no use to us right now.
So, do the Von Karmas not believe in scales?
Only the scales of justice.
Ooh, good counter.
There are no signs that this fire extinguisher was used in the crime.
If you could already tell from a distance, then why are you wasting your time examining it?
Francisca, let's not try to rush about absolute genius.
I'm surprised you didn't make a comment about investigating every nook and cranny.
I just got a feeling from this fire extinguisher. Something tells me it will be used at some point in the future. I just can't tell when or on whom.
So,
Okay, okay, thanks for telling us, Chekhov.
did you find something, officer?
I think there's a $5 bill back here. Come on.
Just a little more. Come on. Ow, my arm.
There's no one working the crime scene who has a total waste of living tissue!
Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be a single person we could deem useful here. Except
As he looks directly at Francisca.
I
arm
kn-
is stuck.
I know what I said.
It doesn't look like there's anything contradictory left in this area.
I suppose not. Perhaps I should
Yeah,
check
I like-
somewhere else.
I like how there's a $5 bill under there, and the screen reads -5. Like,
Hmm.
like it knows that there's a $5 bill that it needs to be fed.
It would appear that this vending machine sells snacks and various other foods.
Just lovely. What will they think of next?
Don't be a jerk and cut like those beef jerks. One packet for $9. Defendant's fresh milk. One half
Ugh!
for $7.
Phrasing.
I'm sorry, defendant's fresh milk.
Yeah.
Man,
I hope to God the defendant is female, because otherwise I am
I-
very, very concerned.
I was gonna say
I'm
that must
concerned
have.
no matter who it is, honestly.
I was gonna say that
The defendant is just a cow. There's nothing special about it.
That must have been put on the menu when Mia Fey was a regular defendant.
Oh, no.
I hate it here.
No.
This is the worst timeline.
New unhinged record, 22 minutes in. New record.
Well,
Stay neutral as the Swiss Stay neutral as the Swiss do until the end with these for the $6.
what is
They're
that
awfully
implying?
overpriced.
Stay
Overpriced.
neutral as the Swiss do?
Francisca, remind me to never take you to any theme park or Disney World especially. These would just be a bargain over there. The lineup is simply awful. Period. Such empty
Well,
calories.
And Epcot is the only park worth going to anyway.
Agreed.
That is so fair.
Speaking of snacks, I wonder if that Swiss roll the little girl dropped is from this machine.
Wait, hold on, I'm lost. What's so great about Epcot, honestly?
It's basically all the different countries in like a couple square miles.
Yeah, but do they have Space Mountain?
Oh.
I don't do roller coasters.
They have Soarin', which is the best ride in all of Disney World.
They do
That's
have.
true. They do have Soarin'.
They do have Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, which is a better version of Space Mountain. Fight me. So
Wait,
Well,
is that new?
do they have the Buzz Lightyear ride? The one where you shoot stuff?
no.
Do they have the one where you go to Mars and half the people will throw up on that thing?
Yep, that's the park.
I thought that was in Magic.
Nope, that's Mission Space in Epcot.
I miss Star Tours personally.
It's still there, but
Really?
on Hollywood Studios, yeah.
Oh, they moved it.
It's always been there.
No.
Anyway, yeah,
What?
yeah, it's always been a Hollywood Studios.
Oh, my mistake.
The Horny Four
Oh
asks,
no, it was the other one that was in Epcot.
there's plenty of rides that
Right.
came and went.
The Honey I Shrunk the Kids one was in Epcot. And
Yep.
Also
Oh, what?
Blood Wars or whatever it was called.
Body Wars, yeah.
Body Wars, that was it.
Shrinking Fetish, all the way over there in Epcot. Anyway,
King fetish?
What?
Except for the
Moving
one that
on.
was the actual playground for Honey I Shrunk the Kids. That one was elsewhere.
yeah, that was also Hollywood Studios. They split up the IPs that way when Eisner was in charge. Anyway, the Horny for asks, are you allowed to bring snacks from home to court? No. No outside food or drink. I know that because from jury duty.
And you can't bring your cell phone in either.
Yep. I was wondering about that myself. Oh, which one should I investigate? This milk catches my attention.
Of course it does.
Defendant's fresh milk. What exactly is that supposed to mean?
I bet it means that the milk is freshly milked by various different...
Oh my fucking god! No.
What?
Francisca, I think it might mean that this was milked right here from the various defendants. Why are we arguing about this?
What?
Miles
Neither was
Edgeworth, you
good.
can't possibly be serious!
Of course not. What do you think this place
Why?
is, a milking farm?
Actually,
Is this a milk bar?
There is everything wrong here right now.
We go from the milk to the hot dogs.
Yes. I know. My mind is going places.
Yes, clearly. Milk and sausages.
When you're in hot
What
water,
next? Are you just going to want some delicious ham? Or maybe you just want to jerk it with some beef jerky.
why?
I
Stop.
hate it,
Nah.
Maybe you want to roll in the hay with some Swiss rolls.
I
I don't have
hate
anything for
it.
orange juice, but give me 5 minutes and I'll have something.
Oh god.
Aren't you glad he didn't have anything for that one?
Thank you. When you're in hot water, you might need a hot dog. Sign me up, advertisers. I mean, it looks like this slogan was decided through a public contest. And the winner was Prosecutor Winston Payne?
What a pathetic slogan. No present at all. But now, if it was up to me, it would read... If you leave matters in Von Karma's hands, everyone in court will be found guilty dogs.
Don't quit your day job.
Overruled!
Just like, no.
Don't be a jerk in court like these beef jerks. I see.
Miles Edgeworth, wouldn't you agree that it's a very clever pun?
Do you really think they put that much effort into the product name?
Even a foolish fool could understand the foolish thinking of a fool who made it up. You're acting so foolish that you got so thoroughly mad and now I'm utterly famished.
If you wanted a pack of these, all you had to do was ask like a normal person. Seriously, has our mentor cut your allowance again? What did you do, Francisca?
I called him daddy in public.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Don't let the prosecution and defense make a ham sandwich out of you.
It sounds like it directed at the ham of a judge.
Well, it certainly isn't directed at me. I can outmaneuver him any day, and so can the general public. When it's looking bad, blind your opposition with some OJ. Are they promoting violence?
No,
Don't worry.
they're promoting an OJ defense.
Oh god.
Okay, you win. I don't care about all the
But-
puns I made. You win.
You see, there's a problem. This isn't The Simpsons.
It could have been! Don't worry, my whip will make sure that anybody following this advice won't be for long.
Compared to the sting of a whip, the sting of orange juice may not be so bad. Unless it's
Unless
squirting
it's in
your
the
eye.
eyes.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Stay neutral as the Swiss do unto the end
It's
with
Francis.
these. The end of what? Well, I assume it means the end of the trial.
That was Francisco's line that you just ran
Fuck!
over.
Oh, objection!
Stay neutral as the Swiss do until the end with these. The end of what?
My train of thought, for I brain farted there. Excuse my language. I suppose this means that one should eat these during a recess.
You can't eat during a trial, so I suppose the only time you can eat them is now. Huh. I like the
wouldn't-
cream filling.
I wouldn't mind if you wanted to eat one now. They come in packs of 2, after all. They're meant for sharing.
We're in the middle of an investigation. Besides, I don't have $6 on me.
If you want, we can pull our money and buy a pack together.
He's being a good sibling.
If I had to split it with you, then I don't want it!
And she's being a brat.
Which means she really does want it.
Chaos Swiss roll.
Hey, the Swiss actually have, like, are not neutral anymore.
Hey!
I won't rest until I inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
Adding it to the
yeah.
counter.
Urgh!
What's the matter?
I pricked myself on one of these cactus's needles. Drat. Ugh. I didn't think the needles on this thing would be so sharp.
Well, what did you expect?
No, he's young. He's not used to dealing with a little prick yet.
Ah!
No, Francisca's right there.
Touche!
Yeah, they're prick.
Can you imagine how bad it would be if you were hit on the head by one of these?
Ah, you mean when you get an injection, right?
Anyway, this cactus seems to be unrelated to our case.
Do you really think so? Because I believe this cactus sitting on this windowsill is completely related.
Oh? Well then, I look forward to your explanation on how exactly it is related.
Oh, what else?
I hope that's a gum wrapper and not a condom.
Why is that the first thing you jump to?
I have no
Hey,
idea!
sometimes people get excited by justice.
Get your mind out of the gutter and get it into the courthouse.
I mean, it's probably a lawyer that got their defendant off, and they wanted to celebrate.
Got their
When you say
defendant
get
off.
Did you mean to say it the way you did?
I know what I said!
What is this? It's a pink colored piece of trash. Made
Oh
of
no!
rubber.
It is!
I
the
was
worst
right.
part, but the worst part, it's broken.
Somebody use this.
I'm
I
going
feel like
to
I've
shoot myself. Give me the gun. I'll shoot myself.
Poor Flair. I feel like I've seen something like this before.
Well, all I see is a piece of garbage.
Good.
Of course,
she's here.
Francisca doesn't recognize it. She's 13.
You know, the fact that there's a litter running loose around. But you know, the fact that there is a litter running loose inside this courtroom is simply unforgivable.
Yeah, so litterer. That's no problem.
It's not like it was I who littered.
Rubbish belongs in a rubbish bin.
Then why are
No,
you
go
not
to
in
the
it?
Garbage bin.
Grr.
Don't be from Europe, Francisca.
She is though.
Yeah.
Stop being from Europe.
I can look outside. However, I doubt the killer could have escaped through here.
Of course not. This is the third floor, after all.
It appears that bars were installed on this to prevent people from falling out.
What about the window on the opposite side?
Bars? What bars?
Can you not see them from your vantage point? Huh, what? I must remember not to bring up that taboo subject again. Shorty.
Oh, what? That she's short?
Yeah.
She's small.
Itty bitty.
There's nothing.
What about the
unusual about this
trail?
area.
I
The
think
trail.
if you move it to the bottom. Oh, there you go.
The ants are hard at work carrying their food home. It's a marvel.
It's a
that
marvel. Sorry.
It's okay. I deserved it. it's a.
Revenge.
It's a marvel that it can pick up such comparatively large objects to their size.
Well, if you want to carry the mighty Von Garman name and not be squashed under it, you better work extra hard, just like these ants.
The same goes for you, Francisca.
I think you need. There you go.
What are these black speckles?
I believe it's a pile of ants eating away.
Oh, that detective! He claims not a single ant slipped by him. And yet here's a whole hill of them.
Gak! What are you hitting me for?
I was a replacement for that pathetic detective.
Ugh. Perhaps I should add the seduction to the detective's growing tab of pay cuts.
Anyway, I wonder what the ants are eating.
From the look and sweet smell of it, pieces of cake and chocolate from a Swiss roll.
A chaos Swiss roll.
Miles Edgeworth, the courthouse is to be kept pristine at all times.
Go! It wasn't me that dropped food on the ground.
The courthouse must be kept clean.
Ow! No! Pain.
A handprint.
The dirt on this bench.
That must go with the condom, if I imagine correctly.
Wow, must have gripped hard then.
Must have drank a lot of pineapple juice.
Oh.
I hate it here. I don't love it here. I want to die here.
You're with us forever.
Also from the horny floor, I slammed my fist on my desk and hurt my hand. L.A. Mayo. Yeah. I have had that urge before, playing these Ace Attorney games. Like, let me just slam my desk. Oh, that kind of hurts. Let me not do that.
Yep.
The dirt on this bench. It smells like some sort of sweet substance.
I can't believe there is someone going around dirtying this courthouse. For shame!
Hold it. Calm down, Francisca. Now, take a good look. Doesn't this smudge look kind of like a handprint to you?
I suppose it could be.
Which means that perhaps we can lift the prints of the person who sullied this bench.
I see. And then we'll know the identity of our mystery slub.
You there, the lab technician. Could you please find out who this handprint belongs to?
First you're gonna have to pay me with some Swiss rolls.
Fine.
Yes, sir! Alright, I've got the results of the fingerprint analysis, sir.
And do we know who they belong to?
Sir, fingerprints belong to Detective Gumshoe.
Oh, interesting. Good work, officer.
Now I'm gonna enjoy the Swiss roll.
Nom 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 nom.
And there you have it.
Yes, I suppose so.
Now we know the identity of the person who dirtied the bench.
I sense that you and I will be using this information in very different ways. Right?
Wait, there was another thing. You could look at the bench. It didn't have the check mark.
Nope, we're good.
Well, you
Never
can,
hurts
yeah,
to take
like,
another look.
Legon was saying, you can look down at the bench.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the bench itself.
Ants are pouring out of the hole in this bench as well. I wonder if the inside of this bench consists of nothing but ants.
Don't you dare continue that gross line of thought.
Irk. I'm sorry.
Would you rather if it was filled with spiders?
Yes, actually, spiders.
Yeah.
Ah,
Spiders are cute little things.
Spiders are actually really like helpful.
they're just
Yeah, they
little-
are.
They're little creepy crawlies. And
I've
they're
lived in
like-
Florida for long enough that I despise the existence of ants.
Yeah,
That's true.
I hear you. Detective
I've actually
Bad.
burned ants before. That was not great.
Yeah, it's
I
probably
drowned
better to
them
have
when I was a
spiders,
kid.
unless you're living in Australia.
They have a health
Yeah.
bar in Australia.
Everything in Australia has a health bar, and it's a boss health bar.
Why am I hearing
Australia's
boss
just
music?
Yes,
World on
even the
boss mode.
trees.
Yep. Detective Bad, I have something I wish to inquire about.
Hey, how about some doing actual work, you?
How about some doing?
I wish to
Forgive her,
can
she is
read.
young.
I wish to inquire into Detective Gumshoe's movements during the recess.
You're getting in the way of the investigation.
I have an order from Mr. Von Karma himself. Plus, I still hold investigative authority. So, I hear you were the one who called for Detective Gumshoe to come down here.
Faraday, that guy was just accused, you know? I just knew something was gonna happen. My detective instinct told me.
A lot of good it did you. You couldn't even protect me. But
God, my brain is just not reading English today.
Wow.
You couldn't even protect one lone prosecutor with it.
Hold it! Francisca, I think you need to apologize.
I'm sorry.
I'm terribly sorry, Detective Bad. Please continue.
I used the phone on the first floor, called the precinct. I told them to send somebody over. And that detective's the one that showed up.
And only upon his arrival did you see Detective Gumshoe to stand guard, Detective Bad.
Yeah, I waited for him on the first floor. After he got here, we came up to these defendant lobbies together. As we entered this hallway, we ran into you. She told us that Faraday was really mad. And that he dragged Rel off to lobby number 2 to have a word or something. And that Faraday had said to not let anyone interrupt them. So, what choice did I have? All I could do was tell the big lug to stand guard outside.
And around what time did all that take place?
Let's see, I think it was about 30 minutes before I heard the gunshot. After giving the big lug his assignment, he never left the hallway. Not once.
Oh, and how can you make such a claim?
One of the guards out in this floor's main lobby swore to me he didn't.
If the detective never left the hallway, then where did he disappear off to?
That's simple. He must have gone to lobby number 2, just as I suspected.
You and I, we were in lobby number 1, next door. The only one without an alibi, Gumshoe.
It would seem that I am still missing some key pieces of information.
Did we ever present him with our badge?
We did.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, when we first met him.
Detective Bad,
As we should.
you also heard the gunshot, did you not?
Yeah. I heard it when I was in defendant lobby number 1. That's why I came running towards lobby number 2, together with you.
How much time elapsed between you hearing the gunshot and your arrival on the scene?
Less than a minute.
What were your movements upon hearing the gunshot?
I grabbed the big lug who was just walking around in the hall and raced into lobby number 2. And that's when we discovered the bodies. That order.
That makes you the discoverer of the crime scene, right?
Yeah, I guess it does, little miss.
I'm about to become a prosecutor very soon. You will treat me with the dignity I deserve, or else.
I already am.
Oh, dodge.
You wave that thing around anymore, I'll have you arrested for obstruction, little miss.
Dude plays Dark
You-
Souls. He knows how to dodge.
You wouldn't dare.
Just joking.
Oh my.
Detective Bad is really something if he can't make Francisca behave. I should take some
No,
notes.
he can.
Oh. If he can make Francisca behave, I stand corrected. Bad.
Are we about done?
Is there anything else I should ask him about?
All of it.
Well, we know where he heard it from.
The situation around it is probably the one to ask, as we know the other two.
I'd like to know a little more about the circumstances under which you heard the gunshot.
Like I said, I was in lobby number 1 with you. I have nothing else to add.
Well, his testimony certainly corroborates with what Miss Yu said.
Miles, you already asked him about that, remember?
I suppose I should ask about something else. Is there anything else I should ask him about? Maybe the time at this point?
The time?
Yeah, try the time.
I'd like for you to tell me the exact time you heard the gunshot.
It was around the end of the recess. The trial was about to start again. I think. He was supposed to make time for himself to transfer the evidence he was holding. But I got the sense he wasn't gonna show for the handoff. So, I figured I should go get him, or he'd be late. Just as I thought that, bang! The sound of a gunshot hit my ears.
So, he heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to start, huh?
Are we done here? I don't have any time to waste.
Oh, come on. All you're doing is standing in front of this door doing nothing.
I get the sense that he is somewhat investigating this crime scene. Or rather, that he is keeping us under surveillance. But to what end? Detective Bad, may I ask that you cooperate with us just for a bit longer?
I don't have anything else to say to the two of you. You guys were the ones who said you wanted to investigate in the first place.
Fine then. Be obstinate. We'll do just as we please. Come on, Miles.
You may no longer be willing to help us. However, may I ask for the forensic scientist's cooperation?
Do as you like.
Alright. Just the judge is left.
Indeed.
Your Honor, I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind. Where were you at the time of the murder?
Do you suspect me of something?
Yes,
No.
you did it. Guilty.
The judge did it.
Where are
The
you hiding the
judge
weapon?
did it.
In your beard?
Where is it?
No, nothing of the sort, Your Honor, despite what my fanbase might think.
Very well. You may continue with your testimony, Mr. Evelyn.
Your Honor, it's Miles Edgeworth. It's your testimony I'm after.
Oh, I had no idea you were chasing after me or my testimony, Mr. Elevator Lover.
I'm beginning to sense that I might want to avoid being in a trial run by this judge.
Oh,
You will
unfortunately,
never
Edward.
avoid that.
And since it's our first time talking to him, today's trial may have ended abruptly, but we will meet again. Mark my words.
Unfortunately.
Oh, 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 oh. I'm looking forward to that day, Mr. Edgeworth.
When I become a prosecutor, you might even see me in your might even see me in your courtroom a few times. I hope you'll treat me with even greater respect than him. Blech. God, I swear to Christ, I know how to read English. I hope you'll treat me with even greater respect than now.
I only ask that you please do not bring a whip into my courtroom, Mr. Francis.
I'm afraid that issue is not up for negotiation. Plus, it will be a whip in the future, so get used to it.
As long as that whip can't reach his seat, I'm sure his honor will be safe. I think.
Well,
Nope.
Nowhere safe from her whip.
Let's see here. Now then, how shall I put this? When you get to me at my age, you need to pay more frequent visits to the restroom.
I don't want to know about your bowels!
If you go take a look through the window at the end of this hall, you'll see a small window. I have to crawl across the entire alley in order to get in there and use the bathroom. That is the window to the men's restroom. In other words, you can see clearly into this hallway from the men's restroom. When I was going into the restroom, that detective, Gumho, was it? Well, he was standing in front of the vending machines buying something from it. However, and this I couldn't believe, when I was about to exit the restroom, there was not a soul in the hallway anymore.
Oh, I remember where this goes.
Your Honor,
Yeah, I do too.
if you could please calm down and explain it to me rationally.
Oh, I'm really sorry. Please, let me regain my composure. It was really suspicious. That's what my finely honed judge's intuition said. It is very finely honed.
Is
Nothing
that the
gets
same
past
intuition
me.
that causes you to declare someone guilty after the initial testimony?
My
It's like,
intuition
oh,
has
yes.
never been wrong, except for the 90% of times it has been.
90%. Wow, that's still pretty good considering you.
Although, well, until the murders occurred, I just sort of brushed it off.
Apparently,
Thanks, Santa.
this judge doesn't understand the concept of staying calm. The restroom window, huh?
I wonder if you can really see the men's bathroom window from that one there.
You get to watch them piss.
You can. Don't get any funny ideas. I'm looking at it right now.
Just got to make sure you don't see their sensitive bits. I demand that you show me this view at once!
I suspect that her height is what limiting her ability to see. That's probably all I'm going to find out from His Honor.
Mr. Edgar Worthington, may I return to my other duties now?
Yes, I'm sorry to have held you up. Thank you for your cooperation, Your Honor.
I think he's dead.
Anytime, Mr. Edgar Allan Poe, anytime.
Goodbye, Judge.
Please excuse me, I need to go to the bathroom again.
The judges in this country seem rather friendly.
Yes, if not a little wishy-washy. However, I hear that they are known to hand down very fair verdicts.
Are they?
Yeah, as long as you force them into it.
I mean, I'm not sure about fair, but it's definitely unbiased.
Well,
I'd
logic
say
time.
this.
Biased because he has no brain cells.
Yeah, exactly.
They're like
Wait.
cats.
The Swiss roll crumbs in the vending machine?
I like that idea.
Try it.
These bits of chocolate and cake, could they not have come from a Swiss roll?
A Swiss roll? Why would the courthouse sell a thing
We
like
already
that?
went over this.
It's more logical than milk.
It really is.
It may not seem like the right venue. However, it is being sold right over there.
Even more logical than defendant's milk.
The vending machine? Ah, I see. Stay neutral as the Swiss do until the end with these. 2 for $6? Talk about expensive.
Like you didn't actually.
I thought it
read
was just
before.
one for $6 before.
No, it's two.
No,
It's 2 for
two.
They
$6.
spoke about the whole fact that there were 2 of them per package, and that's why they were debating pooling their money together in order to get 2 that they could then share.
Leaving the fact that it's on the expensive side aside, the fact that the cake crumbs and chocolate bits were found in this hallway suggests that they came from a Swiss roll that was purchased from this machine.
Oh, I think I already see what the logic they're going to try and go with.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I-
kind of.
I think I have a pretty clear picture of what happened here now.
Naturally. After all, I'm here, aren't I?
Okay, smug bitch. Why don't you tell us what happened?
Detective Gumshoe.
Absolutely.
Detective Gumshoe must have sat on this bench as he ate a Swiss roll. And as he ate, he dropped it on the floor and sullied the bench like the big buffoon
Well, I
that
didn't
he
drop
is.
it. I started levitating it in place.
Look at what I can do!
Whoa.
I'm gonna eat it with my mind!
How could he have not cleaned up after himself? How utterly despicable.
Don't you dare whip me again. It wasn't I who made the mess in the first place. Anyway, if it was indeed Detective Gumshoe who bought the Swiss roll, that creates a rather interesting contradiction of facts.
A contradiction? Where?
He has no money with which to buy it.
Although the voice in my head is quite correct, I think another look at the special courthouse vending machine is in order. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
Adding it to the counter.
Yippee! Woohoo!
Alright, let's look at the evidence.
I'd say look at the money, maybe, over on the right. Oh no, that's just a slot.
Yeah, that's a display of what to put in there.
Don't worry, pal. I like I said, I'm making
$5.
Wait, I think I see. Annual bonus of $5. Literally had no money on him until he cashed this.
I am making the
no
big
money.
bucks.
Oh, I see what happened.
Yeah.
I love how Gumshoe having literally no money is like
Is
a
evidence.
plot
It's a plot point.
Eureka! About Detective Gumshoe's finances, he said that until this morning, he didn't have even a single penny on his personage.
Just how poor was that guy?
Yes. The answer is yes.
If his bonus really was only $5, then he should not have been able to purchase a pack of Swiss rolls.
I need you all to understand, okay? It's not that I don't have any money. It's that I already spent it all on the mansion that I want to buy when I get more salary. Is that because, that's wise for me, right?
Let me never...
Listen, I'm sorry, dude, but that's
The money only
not
goes up.
actually, that's not actually a mansion. I know you have a receipt that says that you have a mansion, but that's just a receipt. NFTs are a goddamn scam.
All right, hold on. So what was that picture that I was looking at that I looked like my dream house, man, pal.
You know the funny thing about that whole thing is the word for mansion in Japanese literally is just used for condominium. It's literally just place of living.
Wow.
Wow.
They're like, yeah, not the mansion that you think of, like 10 rooms, 15 bathrooms, 20 bedrooms, that kind of thing. No, it's just like it's a normal house. Same word for mansion as for a house like that.
Yeah, because
Well,
they
you
have
know what?
castles
Words
and
for-
palaces, yeah.
And they have a word for an apartment that's even smaller than that.
Yeah.
I'll bet you I end up purchasing the whole apartment building and I can sleep in any of the ones that I want to.
Detective Gumshoe, please do better.
Yeah,
if you
keep
wish
telling
to...
yourself that.
Yeah, if you actually wish to carry out those dreams. Anyway, however, facts being as they are, we found cake crumbs on the floor.
Meaning Scruffy must have bought the pack somehow.
Indeed. That detective should not have been able to purchase a pack, and yet he did. The question is, how?
A Swiss roll.
Anything else?
Cactus in the window. It's all I got.
I'd say maybe the window in the trash.
Well, let's
Cactus
see.
in the trash.
None of us said that.
My cat is rubbing his face against my
How the
foot.
fuck is that
Get
related?
it right.
This pink rubbery substance.
Oh, the balloon.
I saw this in a different form earlier today.
A condom?
I believe this is a piece of a pop balloon. Get your head out of the gutter, voices in my head.
It's a rubber.
Always wear a rubber.
No, it's just rubber.
I suppose that's possible.
The balloon probably got a little too close to our friend, the windowsill cactus.
That would be the logical conclusion, yes? Which means the gunshot may have been silenced by balloon popping.
I believe I now have a very firm grasp on what happened here.
Well, what I do too!
All right, Francisca, would you care to share what conclusions you've come to?
Oh, why should I do that? We're still in the middle of a competition, you know. We should be checking to see if your conclusions are wrong first. So you go ahead.
It's almost cute that she's going this far to ensure that she wins. Almost. Very well. But first, we need to pay His Honor a visit to correct his testimony. Your Honor, if I may, I'd like to test your witness testimony to see how it stands up.
Do you doubt me? Am I your new suspect?
No,
a
you're
s-
too dumb for that.
In a sense, I suppose you could say that.
Even you, a judge, are nothing but the common witness before Von Karma.
Silence in the courtroom! Silence, I say!
Oops, startled my cat.
Oh. That's the
You
game
bit
again.
your tongue.
Okay.
Mr. New Prosecutor recommended by Manfred von Karma, Miles Edgar Willington, and Miss Genius Prosecutor successor to Manfred von Karma, Franklin Delon.
You bit your tongue again, didn't you?
As a defender of the law, I could never give false testimony. You can even place me under oath if you want.
Very well then. Your testimony, if you please.
Huh.
And we're actually doing this, everyone. We're making this happen.
We're cross-examining the judge.
Let's go.
During the recess, I went to the bathroom. Restroom. There is a window on the hallway side. In other words, I could see into the hallway. As I entered, I saw that detective buying something from the vending machines. But when I was about to exit the restroom, he had completely disappeared!
Yeah, I knew it.
A
I was
detective
raptured,
that
pal.
goes missing while on duty. That sounds mighty suspicious to me!
Your Honor, can you please try to remain calm?
No.
I am calm! This is me calm! It seems mighty suspicious to me!
Dumbledore said calmly.
I'm so used to simply listening to testimonies that I got caught up in the excitement.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to spoil your fun now.
Aww.
It's no mystery where I went. I got sucked into the back rooms.
Oh no.
So, press everything? Yep.
Yep.
Your Honor, why exactly did you pay a visit to the restroom, if I may ask?
It was my time of the month.
What?
Ah, I see. We have some trans representation.
No, I only take a crap once a month.
Why is that so believable? Oh my god.
The constipation, Your Honor.
Man, that went so many directions with just one comment.
Well, now we know what he's got in that head of his.
Shit.
Well, isn't it obvious? What else do you go to the restroom for? Or maybe... I knew it! You suspect me of some sort of tomfoolery, don't you?
Oh, he's the reason for the condom.
Please stay calm, Your Honor. This is gonna be much harder than I anticipated.
Just like I was in the bathroom.
Oh, fuck! God damn it! No!
Oh, God.
Please. It happens too. It's so guilty.
One of these streams we have to get through just clean. We have to do it. Clean.
Never!
That will never happen.
Go ahead, Judge.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
I am.
You're right. I need to think things through with a level head. I'm just nervous because so much has happened today with this trial. Let's see. I announced a recess and a time for us to reconvene. But having done all that, I still wasn't able to go to the restroom right away.
And why couldn't you?
Mr. Faraday had been accused, so I had paperwork to process regarding a new prosecutor. Once I had finished that, I was finally able to make a mad dash to the restroom.
At least stay consistent on going to the restroom part of his testimony.
It's like I really needed to take a shit.
Did you miss the rest of that? I saw you were deafened.
Me?
No, Kaylin.
Oh. Oh, Kaylin, you've been spared.
Yeah, I was watching a baby do a haka, and I was just like, oh, I gotta watch this.
You missed so much.
Oh,
Watch the VOD.
I think I saw that video. It was awesome.
Your Honor, did you really go to the men's restroom, not the women's restroom?
What is the meaning of that statement?
I simply meant that perhaps you went to a restroom on a different floor. Nothing else.
I had to go for such a long time. It was all I could do to dash to the closest one to the courtroom.
Oh.
I suppose that's only natural, given his circumstances.
I ran from the courtroom, through the floor's main lobby, and down the hallway. Once you enter, you can see there's a window just above the urinals. And it was through the...
Oh, sorry.
And it was through that window that you witnessed Detective Gumshoe, Your Honor.
Yes, exactly!
Your Honor, there is no need to yell. I can hear you just fine.
What? I guess I put a little too much into that last answer. Now then, let's continue with the testimony.
Are you sure that the person you witnessed was Detective Gumshoe, Your Honor?
Yes, I'm absolutely sure. It's hard to miss someone of his stature, even from as far away as the restroom. Besides, I can't think of anyone else with that kind of hairstyle and big beige coat.
It's not going to be a beige coat in 7 years, Your Honor.
Well, I was simply wondering if you were mistaken in what you saw.
What? Preposterous! My eyes are sharp as can be, ready to see through lies to the truth! Although recently things do seem to be a bit fuzzier than they used to be.
That's what contacts are for.
Clearly, his eyes are not the only thing to have gone fuzzy.
Yes, I'm pretty sure there was an entire case that will happen in a couple of years that will go incredibly fuzzy.
This is just incredibly circuitous just to arrive at the single conclusion of, oh, Gumshoe is missing because you can't see the bench from the bathroom.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of, I just gotta say, that hallway to the bathroom has got to be inconvenient.
It's like, you want to go to the bathroom? You must first go through the back rooms.
First, we must execute the Fitness Gram Pacer test in order to get to the bathroom.
The fitness gram pacer test is a multi-layer.
Where should we put the bathroom? Let's put
Multi-layer aerobic
it
capacity
as
test.
far away from places someone will be as possible.
My question is, if that's where the men's room is, where's the women's room?
Oh goodness.
On the other side of the building.
The two
they
restrooms
don't
are
have
complete
a
opposite
sign.
sides of the buildings.
The sign just says restroom, so if you go to the wrong one, like, you're screwed.
You have to go all the way to the other side of the
Or-
building.
Maybe it's gender
First, you have,
neutral.
to,
Who
first you have
knows?
to walk in, realize you're the wrong one, be embarrassed, and then take the long walk of shame to the other one.
Look, I
Unless-
only walked into the wrong bathroom once, and I immediately walked back out.
All
Not
right.
my fault. I was just happened to be following my mother in the museum.
Yeah, I can see how that can happen.
But allow me to say, with all the honor and dignity of a judge, I am not mistaken in what I saw.
Like magic.
Hold it!
He disappeared, but Your Honor, didn't you just say? I saw that detective buying something from the vending machines.
Why, yes, I did.
Yeah, like, look at this map.
Again.
It's a singular restroom.
The
I feel like-
restroom went.
I
The
feel like that-
restroom. You first.
I feel like that courtroom, that courtyard was put there just to be an asshole to anyone who needs to go to the restroom.
Architects be damned.
Like,
Hey,
we're
my
gonna,
father's an architect.
can we make it convenient to go to the restroom? No, we're gonna put empty space here, just because fuck you.
Okay, I just
Building a
noticed
floor
something.
here is inconvenient. We need to have open space for grass.
Okay, I just noticed something and it's bugging me. Every time the yellow triangle flashes there, the little symbol marking Gumshoe's location
Oh, it
moves
moves!
It is
slightly.
God, it
fidgeting.
does. Oh god, I hate it. I now can't unsee that.
Oh,
no.
that's
It's
an error.
fidgeting by like a pixel.
It's an error by the devs. Oh god.
Yeah, they must have two different
Images.
images for the G, and they're
Or possibly Gumshoe was just like also needed to pee while
He was shaking the machine back and forth to get the Swiss roll out.
listen, pal. I didn't have any money on me, so I had to shake the machine back and forth and back and forth and
It's
back
like
and forth
pinball.
until finally it came out.
All right, Judge.
Funny, that's exactly what I was doing when I was sitting on the toilet.
Oh my god, shut up.
Can we please have a normal stream with this crew? No way! Oh.
All right, Judge.
This is normal. Don't you realize that?
What was that?
The restroom
Anyway.
window looks over the courtyard and right into the hallway. But, just as I was about to exit, I took another look and there was no one in sight. That led me to the only solution to this mystery. That detective must have gone into the crime scene, lobby number 2 at that point!
So, he looked to the hallway from the restroom, and over the courtyard, did he?
Judge, can I just say, if you ever want to stop being a judge, you can go into a Latin American football announcement.
Yes, he should. Your Honor, I ask that you please remain calm.
No, 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 no! I'm perfect. I'm perfectly calm.
You're being anything but perfectly calm. Francisca.
No, sorry. It appears that His Honor could not have been mistaken in what he saw.
I suppose so, given his line of sight. However, Francisca, why do you suppose our lines of sight are so different?
If you're referring to my height,
Ugh! Can't you hold that whip still for just a second? Now, about his Honor's testimony. I believe his line of sight to be an important factor.
if it's that important, why don't you hurry up and tell him already?
I will. But there is one more thing I need to do if I'm to correct His Honor's testimony. I am going to need to retrace Detective Gumshoe's movements.
It's not that hard to figure out, Gabe.
Yeah, now
He
it's
said-
basically just a question of what evidence to show.
He sat down on the bench. Why is this so hard?
Pal, like I told you, I fell into the back rooms.
So,
Present.
Into that one.
It's this line here.
okay.
It's just a
Yeah.
question of what evidence.
I imagine it's probably the handprint.
The
Probably.
gun.
He sat here as he ate a Swiss
Yeah, it's the handprint.
Mm-hmm.
What was that finger wag for, Mr. Edgington? And don't you know it's rude to shout objection while someone is giving testimony?
That's his
Huh.
literal job.
If you are truly a man of the law, then you must always be vigilant. And plus, get used to it, Judge. For example, I never let an opportunity to shout objection pass me by.
Miles Edgeworth, it's one thing to be passionate about your job, but this is real life.
This is what some people may say is the pot calling the kettle black.
Is this a real life or is this just fantasy?
Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality.
Your Honor, I wonder if you might take a look at this for me.
Figaro!
What is that filth? How dare someone dirty the hallway bench like that? Who is the culprit? That party is hereby found guilty of uncleanliness!
If you must know, the uncouth bench sullier has already been placed under arrest, thanks to your earlier testimony, Your Honor.
Oh, well, that's good. But who was it?
We were able to discover something from the smudge on the bench, namely Detective Gumshoe's fingerprints.
Not happy with committing murder, he had to go and dirty the courthouse too. Guilty!
Your Honor, please calm down. While it's true that the detective is the one who made the mess on the bench, we have not yet established that this action is related to the double murder.
What do you mean?
I believe that the detective bought a pack of Swiss rolls from the vending machine, and then promptly sat down on the bench to eat one. The cake crumbs and pieces of chocolate on the floor under the bench, and Detective Gumshoe's fingerprints prove my conclusions to be true.
Oh, but I still don't understand. Is this whole thing related to how I couldn't see him as I was leaving the restroom?
Heh. It is indeed. The window in the hallway was built rather high up into the wall, at around a grown adult's chest height. As evidence, I submit that Francisca herself was unable to see out of that window.
She's gonna kill you. The lag!
Yeah.
I was about to say he is so.
reaction.
I was about to say he's so confident that the whip doesn't even affect him, but then it affected him.
No!
I know, the confidence just gave him a delayed reaction.
Francisco has whipped through the space-time continuum.
Pretty
Yep.
much.
I knew I shouldn't have used her height as evidence.
Added to the court record, Francisca's height.
Basically, what this means is that the area directly under the hallway window is a blind spot when the hallway is being viewed from the men's restroom.
Then...
It seems that you have made the connection. If someone were to sit on the bench under the window, yes, even someone as large as Detective Gumshoe would effectively disappear from sight.
What?
Do you finally see, Your Honor? Your testimony had just proven that Detective Gumshoe was in the hallway the entire time.
Sorry. I didn't mean to say it with that much enthusiasm. All I wanted to do was try saying it once. Even though I didn't actually say it. Hold on, let me say it again. Hold it! Wow, that was actually what the next line was. I didn't even realize that. I was winging it and I got it 100% correct.
Good job. You're in the Ace Attorney writers' heads.
Is there something of value that you'd like to say
Yes,
Never.
actually there is. I remembered something else just now. Mr. Edgeworth,
I'm an
please,
idiot.
please allow me to testify to the court one more time. I can't forget your name every time.
Even if we overruled him, he'll just keep on talking, wouldn't he?
That might not be a bad thing. The more info, the better in a perfect investigation, right?
I suppose it's possible you can't see a seated person from the restroom window. However, that doesn't mean that the detective was sitting there when I looked. Anyway, I forgot to testify earlier about probably the most important detail. As I was leaving the restroom, I heard the loud bang of a gunshot.
Okay, I know what this is.
Yeah.
Gee, do you?
How is that? That is the testimony of one who judges the crimes of others.
Your Honor, could you try to state the important facts first next time?
Nah, he's a fucking idiot.
I agree. Before you go to run judging others, you should learn to judge your own words.
I'm sorry. But honestly, I thought that sound was just a noise popper until just now.
Now that he mentions it, right before we restarted the trial, he did talk about that.
My cat just jumped.
Please
on my
don't make me have to
stream.
say anything.
Oh, by the way, was there someone celebrating a birthday during the recess? I could have sworn that I heard a popper going off. Come to think of it, the other day with my grandson.
Oh, good.
The most critical point in this argument is when did the judge look into the hallway? What?
What were you going to say?
I think that's a typo.
No, not you, Lagon.
Good. I don't have to do my Von Karma voice again yet.
Oh.
Yeah, is this a typo? I think it's a typo here. When the judge looked...
Where?
Where?
I think it's supposed
When
to be.
did
I
the
think
judge
there's
look
a-
into the hallway?
Yeah, I think there's
Yeah.
supposed to be a colon after is. Like, the most critical part in this argument is when did the judge look into the hallway?
Yeah, I think there's.
No, I
Yeah.
think it works perfectly
No,
fine
it's
without
fine.
the call.
That's
Without
fine
the
the way
colon.
it is like that.
Fine,
Doesn't
whatever.
need
Yeah.
doesn't need a
Fine.
comma.
It works as is.
And
It
whether
does
that...
work business.
yeah.
It's just a little weird.
A little weird, yeah. And whether that lines up with when the gun was actually fired. Your Honor, if I may, I'd like to clarify a few details in your testimony.
Yeah, we already know exactly where
Do we
this goes.
just jump right to it?
Get to the
Yeah.
fourth line, get to the evidence.
Yep, that's... As you can see, like, this game's just full of these kind of obvious testimonies. That was basically, like, the last part of the last case.
Second page, rubber.
You agree?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh,
That statement right now contradicts this with this piece of evidence.
Really?
We're wrong?
Your Honor, by my account, there is absolutely no contradiction here at all.
Then press it first. Let's just make sure there's no
Really?
extra details.
Well then, I guess we're still alright. Please continue with the testimony.
The two of them overruled me. At this rate, I will lose the truth to the darkness forever. I need to stay
God,
calm,
that was edgy.
wow. So extra.
Think carefully and find a
He's
flaw in this
literally
testimony
edgy.
fast. Oops. Damn it. Yeah, we have to press something.
Then press that line.
Because we're skipping ahead.
I know that, but that's
Sorry.
why I said at this point.
Do you want to
Yeah.
read it?
Are we reading these lines or not?
Oh, sorry. At this point, nothing stands out to me as a contradiction in that testimony.
Francisca, if I'm correct, this testimony is hardly precision quality.
I know that, and that's why I said at this point.
I think my first line of attack would be to draw more information from His Honor. We just jumped the gun. It happens.
Yep.
Cart before the horse. Yep.
You say to the stallion.
Your Honor, about what you just said.
I know. I couldn't believe it.
Oh God!
Hold on.
Auto scroll.
Your Honor.
I know. I couldn't believe it myself, but I heard it. Bang went the gunshot. I heard it loud and clear, and then I had a knee-jerk reaction. Ah! And jumped into the air. Like this. Yes, just like this. With a quick ah!
Your Honor, please remain calm when you're trying to explain yourself to me.
Yes, sir. Sorry about that. Now then, I must gather myself, yes. When I heard the gunshot, there was no one in the hall. I should know, I looked. There was no one there!
This judge's emotion circuits appear to be stuck on overreact.
The judge is a robot?
Well,
Yes.
At this point, nothing seems to be.
yeah, it's the same thing at the end.
Yep.
So, I'm guessing we have to press another statement. Maybe this
The
one?
one time
guess
we
press
choose
it.
not to press everything, and that's the one where we have to press everything.
Yeah.
Let's try this one.
You don't have to press everything. You need to find certain piece of information.
Let's
The second
go here.
one, you
Yeah.
press this.
As we established, you went to the restroom during the recess. However, at what point in the recess did you look into that hallway?
After I called for a recess, I handled the change of prosecutor paperwork. Maybe about 20 minutes until we reconvened? Yes, that sounds about right.
Just as I expected.
What were you expecting? And I demand to know what that all-knowing smile is for.
I'm the main character.
Your Honor, that statement you made just now was very important. I'd like for you to append it to your testimony.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I know.
All right, if you insist.
New
Okay,
line.
present here, and we're not
It's a new
presenting
line.
the balloon. We're presenting that the gunshot happened right before they were going to
It's a new
reconvene.
line also.
Read the line,
Read the
please.
line.
Read the line.
Oh. No, I already read it.
No,
I
you
read it during
didn't.
It's a
Is
it's
it?
a new line.
Let's see, I looked into that.
Oh my god.
Fuck you! Let's see. I looked into that fucking hallway about 20 fucking minutes before we were to fucking reconvene.
The judge is done with this.
Yeah, I think this is... You're referring to this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your Honor.
I cannot allow you to make an objection.
What? Your Honor, I'm really sorry, but I cannot allow you not to allow me to make an objection.
Oh no.
Because I've been overruled?
Your Honor, there are simply too many holes in your testimony for my taste.
What do you mean by that?
You claim that you heard the gunshot during the recess, but that is simply not possible.
Mr. New Prosecutor, recommended by Manfred von Track.
Instead of biting your tongue, why don't you
Again, stupid auto-scroll.
bite your tongue instead of biting your tongue, why don't you bite your tongue on those preposterous names?
I see you have no mercy for the elderly either, Franziska.
Don't talk back to me unless you want to be whipped in the back.
With your height, you need a stepladder or 4 to accomplish that.
No, she just need a ladder.
Mr. Evangelion. My ears are not that far gone yet, I'll have you know. I can still hear just fine. And I heard the sound of a gunshot loud and clear with my own 2 ears.
Huh. Your Honor, I have here an interesting bit of testimony. It's from Detective Bad. And according to him, he heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to start again.
What did you just say?
Your Honor, you just said that you heard the gunshot about 20 minutes before we were to reconvene. How do you explain this glaring contradiction?
That can't be!
Unfortunately, that is the truth.
But I heard it clear as day. Bang! The loud sound of a gunshot!
The sound of a gunshot. We keep returning to this point of contention. And that piece of evidence, I always did wonder why I found it where I did. However, now I understand what that gunshot the judge heard really was. Unfortunately, Your Honor, this is what really produced the gunshot you heard. And now...
Yeah, now we get the rubber.
That's what she said?
I found this
Yeah.
object in the hallway earlier.
Yeah, that's what I said.
What is that pink substance?
On non-Newtonian fluid, I mean, it may not look it, but this is actually a piece of a balloon.
I see. And I suppose you would like me to accept that pink balloon into the court record?
Your Honor, I present this piece of evidence in order to overrule your testimony.
What?
Your Honor, your argument goes as follows. You saw no one in the hallway when you heard the gunshot. Now, there is no guarantee that the detective was sitting on the bench at that time. Therefore, you believe he must have been at the crime scene, defendant lobby number 2. Am I correct?
Yes, that's exactly right.
Let me ask you something. Do you think that the gunshot you heard was produced by a real gun? I think I've said enough that even you can't figure the rest out on your own. Your Honor, you were fooled by the popping of this balloon into thinking it was a gunshot.
What manner of trickery is this?
Francisco.
That was a good effort you put forth, Miles Edgeworth. But if it was me, I wrapped this thing up before the judge even testified.
So would I!
So would
You
everyone here,
didn't even
yeah.
know what's going on, Francisca.
Care to elaborate on how one ends something before it even begins?
Using logic.
No, we're not at that game yet.
No, we are at that game. We've been using logic the entire time. Every time
No.
he presses Q.
We're not at the logic chess yet.
It's the logic chess. No, it's mind chess. Get it right.
Oh,
Fine.
Well, to be honest, I did think that the sound was a bit off from a real gunshot sound. But who could have guessed that someone would pop a balloon in a place like this?
That's true. One doesn't usually think of balloons in conjunction with courthouse. But... Overgrowth?
I want to trade these coins with you.
That's it! That balloon that girl was holding. It explains everything. Your Honor.
And then I kicked your nuts.
Please don't remind me of that. Ugh, they still sting. Your Honor, if it makes you feel any better, you didn't lie once in your testimony. However, I can't really vouch for its accuracy.
Who knew that giving testimony could be such a difficult thing to do? What have I done? I owe Detective Gumshoe a very, very big apology. I'll need to get what will do better? A basket of flowers or some of those decorative fruit arrangements?
I believe a pack of Swiss rolls would do just nicely for him, if I may be honest.
No, that doesn't look fancy enough. But I will see to it myself that he is released.
Wait. There are still a few things I've yet to resolve about what happened in the hallway. Your Honor, I request your permission to further question Detective Gumshoe.
But why? I thought we just cleared his name.
Whether we did just now or not, I still cannot say. The only thing I can do for now is to continue in my quest for the perfect explanation. And to that end, I must resolve the remaining issues pertaining to the events that occurred in the hallway.
Very well. Bailiff, please bring Detective Gumshoe into the courtroom.
I must fulfill my mission and find the perfect explanation to this case.
bio break?
Almost.
Oh.
We are getting to one, though.
Yeah, there will be a to be continued after this.
Here's your detective witness person.
Oh my god, I finally showed up. What is it now? Is it time for my trial already, pal? I've already told you a gazillion times, pal. I didn't do it.
I'll be the judge of that, Detective Gumshoe.
No, I will.
No, you won't. I'll be the judge of that.
Excuse me, I'm right here. I'm the judge around here, and I'll be the judge of that. As I was just saying,
I'll be the
Why
judge.
can't you guys be a little less judgmental?
I am literally a judge.
But
Yes, well, speaking of hasty judgments, Detective Gumshoe, I'm afraid I must apologize for an error in judgment on my part.
good. So you're gonna bump my salary up a bit more, right, pal?
No, I didn't say that.
Your Honor, I don't believe you should apologize just yet. We have yet to prove he is completely innocent of this crime.
I guess so.
What are you guys talking about?
In any case, I would like you to testify as to your actions while you were on guard duty. And please remember, you are not on trial. This is all just part of the investigation. As such, you may still be found to be innocent. However, if you should give false testimony...
No!
My whip will eject, loud and clear.
If you are found to be lying, you will be held indefinitely. Understood?
Oh, I got you, pal.
Thinking back on the state of the crime scene in the judge's testimony, it's obvious that Detective Gumshoe is lying. And if I can't break his lie, then we may never get a break in this case. Oh shit, we have one more testimony actually. Forgot about this one.
Oh no, we're all gonna be the judge by the end of this.
I came down here to this courthouse on Detective Bad's orders. As soon as I got here, he ordered me to stand guard in front of lobby number 2.
That tracks so far.
From that time on, until I heard the gunshot, I was in that hallway the whole time. On my honor as a detective, I swear it wasn't me, pal.
This is a
except for
press
that-
one.
Except for that brief moment I was in the back rooms. But, aside from that, I was in that hallway the whole time.
In the back rooms trying to get his second Swiss roll.
Listen, it fell to the ground. I needed to go get it. I spent $6 on it, pal.
Whole bonus.
Spent $5 plus the one that I didn't have to get it.
Go ahead.
He's still singing the same old tune.
Oh
In
no, I
that
can't
case-
sing, pal. Don't make me sing. Don't make me sing in this voice.
Do not worry about that, Detective. All you need to be singing is hopefully not in your jail cell. In that case...
Oh, don't worry. If the time comes, I will definitely be sending him to Sing Sing.
I'll definitely make sure he sings when he comes.
Anyway...
Oh my,
No, uncomfortable now.
In that case, I just have to change the melody. I know he's lying, and it's time I pulled the information I need out of him. You fucking guys. Are we pressing? Or are we just gonna go?
Oh, I'm proud of myself for that.
The first
Okay.
two are fine. Press the third one.
Now let's press the third one.
Hold it!
You claim to have been in that hallway the whole time. However, it's not a fact that you did something while you were in that hallway.
Of course I did something. I guarded the door to lobby number 2, pal. What else?
Very well then. And what exactly does guarding that door entail?
To put it simply... Well, I know. It was my job to stand in front of the door without moving an inch.
Oh? Detective Gumshoe, you mean to tell me that you didn't take a single step away from the door to lobby number 2? Is that really what you was to testify to the effect of?
You got it, pal. I didn't take a single step away from that door, just like I was ordered not to. Why is everyone so quiet all of a sudden? Are you all stunned by the accuracy of my testimony?
Oh, we are stunned, because we are all in shock. And in awe of your utter stupidity.
Oh.
Scruffy, if you're going to lie, at least tell us a more believable one.
Yeah. Oh shit. Oh, Gumshoe's sad now. But I'm not lying.
I should hurry up and bring this insipid testimony to a close.
My poor fragile little heart is breaking into tiny little pieces.
Well, I think we all know at this point.
Yeah.
The bench.
No, don't shoot
Yep.
me in the heart. Don't do it. Don't shoot
Shut
me.
through the heart, and you're to blame, baby. You
Oh, no, I
give
told you.
love a bad
told you.
name.
I told you I don't want to do the singing in this voice.
I have an objection.
What is it, pal?
Detective Gumshoe, I wonder if you might recognize this from somewhere.
The only thing that would make this part funnier is if there are like 3 pieces of evidence that would work for this.
I think there actually is. You can present the Swiss roll, you can present the bench, and you can present.
I think it's just those two
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
Okay.
Hey, it's one of those things. The courthouse special Swiss rolls, right, pal?
It's like, Gumshoe, let me tell you all the ways in which you were a failure.
Oh.
Precisely.
And then after that, tell you all the ways in which you being a failure causes your pay to go down.
No, my ideal salary, my mansion, it's slowly slipping away from my fingers with each passing second of my existence.
Well, yeah, that's what happened when you get NFTs, you loser.
Why do I feel like
Oh.
Why do I feel like your accent is starting to drift into what's his name from two cases ago?
Oh,
Are you talking
Zingla
about
Blanc?
Zingla Blanc?
Yes.
No.
I feel like your
No, you
gumshoe
see,
is starting to
this is
drift
the
towards
LeBlanc,
Zingla
boys.
Blanc.
I'll tell you. You wanna know how I do this? I do it. The babies. That's how I get into this voice. The babies.
In that
That's
case,
okay.
Stop the case, I want to get off.
No, you invited me to this party. Now I'm here to stay.
in that case, I suppose that you also recall the sullied Hulby bench.
Hey, you know what? I think that was probably me that did that, pal.
Detective Gumshoe, you know you can't go around dirtying up the courthouse like this.
I'm sorry, I don't have a shower.
Oh, what?
I
Shower.
don't have
He
a
said
shower.
It's
You
like,
inconsiderate slov and pig.
It's Pigpen from Charlie Brown.
Frick. I promise to clean it up later, I swear. I'm just gonna need some water and some soap and some other amenities that I don't have.
Now then, shall we get down to business?
To
Ooh,
defeat
defeat.
The Huns?
God damn it!
The Huns.
everybody was as one.
About the fact they didn't move even a single step from in front of that door. If that really were the case, then how were you able to buy a pack of Swiss rolls?
With my new telekinetic powers that I told you about like 20 minutes ago.
Uh-huh.
Furthermore, if you didn't move a single step from the front of that door, how did you manage to get the bench dirty with your grubby hands?
Hand singular, actually. There's only one handprint.
Yo!
It appears that Francisco's whip can do more damage than my words alone can.
Alright, I confess, pal. I was hungry, so I bought a pack for myself, okay? I thought I'd get chewed out again if anyone... I thought I'd get chewed out again if anyone found out about me eating on the job. So I didn't want to say anything.
Well, unfortunately for you, I saw you do the whole dastardly deed. I clearly saw you buying a pack of Swiss rolls from the vending machine.
Well, now, Gramps, looks like you gotta die. Pulls out his gun, shoots the judge in the face.
Oh my god.
Now you're under arrest for murder!
Look, if you want me
Okay,
to
okay.
die, you only need to wait for 2 years. I'll probably be dead by then.
Yes.
Yes,
about you
definitely.
is like-
Only 2 years.
Only 2 years.
Okay, okay, I'm
definitely doesn't
sorry
live
for
forever.
lying. But I'm a tiger, I told you that already. But that's all. But that's all I'm sorry for. You got that? Because I'm not holding anything else back.
That last statement, it may sound like it makes sense. However, there is something I don't quite believe about it. Are you sure you're not withholding further information from us?
What? Of course not. I've got nothing else.
Restart Gumshoe.exe, please. Objection! Oh, if only that were true, Detective Gumshoe.
But it is true, pal. I swear there's nothing else.
Detective Gumshoe, I'm sure you are aware of the price of a pack of Swiss rolls, correct?
Well, it's $6 dues. I mean, remind me again, pal.
That vending machine out in the hallway is selling packs of 2 Swiss rolls for $6 a pack.
And yet, according to you, you didn't have any cash on you until you cashed your $5 annual bonus check. Isn't that right?
Bonus?
Annual bonus.
And yet it's probably still better than getting a subscription to the Jelly of the Month Club.
Or Disney Plus.
Christmas Vacation reference. Oh, wow, I'd cut out there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let me ask that.
That's the sound effect.
Let me ask that. How did you manage to purchase a pack all by yourself?
Well, I worked out enough until I grew one on my chest.
Can you provide me with a proper explanation to that? And I say proper.
I ripped off my shirt and revealed to you my 6-pack.
Oh, so you were turning tricks in the alley
What?
to get the money.
I don't
I
get
feel
what
like
you're
that's a euphemism for something.
I don't get what you're saying.
It is a
Let's move on.
Arrgh. I'm a pirate now. I told you, I bought it by myself, pal. There wasn't anyone else in the hallway with me. So there's no one else who could have helped me buy it. Buy it? I turned New York all of a sudden.
Look, pal, I'm the New Yorker. If you want to turn New Yorker, which this is actually the accent that I gave him anyway, so he was kind of New Yorker anyway, then you gotta go full out. And don't try and go and out New Yorker me, pal.
Wait, don't tell me. You've got some kind of proof that there was someone else in that hallway, don't you?
Correct.
As if you could. I mean, what are the chances of that? Wait, you do?
Of course I do.
Oh,
I'm an Ace Attorney protagonist. What do you expect?
What proof do I have that there must have been someone else there in the hallway?
Rubber.
The rubber!
Rubber!
God.
What the heck?
What
Did you? I'm not gonna say that.
What the heck is that? I knew you didn't have anything, pal. You prosecutors all the same, always lying to people. You should stop, you know.
No! I refuse to be lectured by the likes of you, detective.
Miles, how long do you plan on being strung along by this moronic detective?
I have no intention of falling for his lie, because there is definitely a second person. Because if he was really truly alone all along, then that piece of evidence should not exist.
Did you press the wrong thing?
I think you presented the wrong thing.
The Swiss
Did
roll?
you present the badge?
No, I present the balloon piece.
I think you presented the envelope.
Is it the envelope?
No, I think you
No.
presented the envelope.
Really?
Yeah, I think
so
you
I
clicked
presented the
wrong
blue
thing.
piece.
No.
Oh, no,
See?
it isn't the balloon piece. Okay.
What?
What?
See? I knew it wasn't
What?
crazy.
Damn it, Ace
Now I'm
Attorney.
actually confused. What is it?
Wait, yeah,
See
what?
each of them
I
is.
guess the Swiss roll?
Uh,
Swiss
yeah,
roll? What
right.
did it
Yeah,
get?
you would have been
Oh.
able to afford it without her.
Oh,
No,
two-
no, no, no,
oh,
no, no.
2 for $6.
Go.
She got the other one.
No. You're overthinking this. Look at the description.
Trotched by a mysterious young girl.
Yep.
It's priced at 2 for $6.
Yep.
Yep.
Hey, you said that to me not 2 seconds ago, pal.
I think you're under the mistaken impression that I bought this pack of rolls.
Wait, if you didn't buy it, that means you must have stolen it, you thief!
What? I would never do such a thing.
Well, you lies are the same. You start out as thieves. You're under arrest, pal.
I believe you meant to assert that all thieves start out as liars. And in that case, what does it say about you, detective?
Oh, trust me, you don't want to know my incredibly dark backstory.
This particular Swiss roll was dropped by a certain someone.
Oh.
There were 2 rolls in this package. Also, Flair, I would recommend you check your gain. You might be speaking too
Great.
loud or too close, and that's why you always cut off.
And first it's too quiet, then it's too loud. Where is Goldilocks when you need her?
That's the match. That's the weirdness of Mike sometimes. There were 2 rolls in this package. You ate one of them, but you then gave the other one to a certain other person, didn't you?
No way, pal. You've got it all wrong. I ate both of them.
I'm here to kick your nuts!
Aha!
Oh, look at that! Look at that dodge!
Look at that animation. It would appear.
What is this? A Street Fighter game?
And now is
Hey, that's Capcom.
Edgeworth versus
It is.
Little Girl.
Who is this mysterious girl? I don't think I could ever guess.
It would appear that we caught you at last.
Hey, don't you dare do anything bad to that girl.
It would appear that they do know each other after all. So, why don't you continue to come up to me and kick me? Have I wronged you somehow?
I have a name, and it's K!
K.
Okay.
What?
K Faraday!
Faraday. Are you perhaps Mr. Faraday's daughter?
I'm not a U, I'm K!
Of course you're not you. If you were
Okay.
you, then that would be very confusing.
You know, good little girls don't kick other people. Especially not hard enough to leave big, nasty bruises like the way you do, and also threaten my future generation.
Well, then you shouldn't have put Gummy under arrest, mister!
Gummy?
My guess is that she's talking about Detective Gumho.
What a cute nickname you've given him.
Gummy didn't do anything wrong!
Hey.
It appears that I would need to speak with her in a bit more detail.
Okay, that was
My
adorable.
God. She is a feral cat.
I love her.
Oh dear. Ah.
What is the matter, Your Honor?
I claim to hand down fair verdicts, but I unfairly cast suspicion on the big fella. If this had been a trial just now, I would have destroyed his life. Like I do to people regularly. I am the guilty one.
We all make mistakes, Your Honor. To err is human. To forget the vine, as they say.
And to hold a note for that long, unhealthy.
Although if you were able to make a mistake during a trial, then it would be quite unforgivable.
God, there's a character in the future attorney case I hope you never voice. Oh my god.
Who, me? Why?
Yes.
Because of that
I have a
side.
feeling I know who it
A
is.
certain astronaut, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, now you have to give him to me.
Oh god, no.
No.
If
We'll
we
take
ever do another Ace Attorney game, sure.
We're not
get
doing dual
around-
destinies.
It appears that yeah, I
up
did
to
know that.
Zeus.
It appears that we caught you red-handed eating a Swiss roll.
Oh, sorry, I was drinking my defendant's fresh milk. Look, I'm sorry about lying to you, pal.
And do you have nothing else to say?
I sure do. It was so fluffy and sweet and big.
That's what she
Oh.
said.
We're talking about the sweet roll, right?
It was perfection, pal. My pet cat. And totally worth every penny of my bonus.
Yeah, totally talking about your pet cat, and not the fresh pussy you were dealing with.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the kitten.
Shut up.
The kid, yes.
The cat. The
I
cat.
Yes,
love
the
this.
kitten that was
Why-
found on
Hey.
Discord.
No.
Listen, Detective Gumshoe is.
He's
I'm
a
not
pure
gonna
boy.
say. I'm not gonna say Ghost Trick spoilers. I'm gonna
Has
shut
a
my
thing
mouth.
has a thing for birds anyway, so we're all golden there.
You know what? No, actually, he has a dog. His missile.
That is canon.
So he does like a good bitch.
Hey, pew 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 pew. Okay,
I'm
Missile
gonna
is a
kill
boy.
myself.
I see. Well, good for you, detective.
I can't believe it, but it's almost funny when a fool is this unbelievably foolish.
All right, finally. Now then, Kay.
She is like a stray cat.
I wonder if I should feed her something. This bloody bag.
No.
No, feed her the knife.
The rubber.
Feed her the gun.
Oh god.
Feed her the
No,
badge.
feed her the dead bodies.
No.
Let's not.
No, let's feed her Gumshoe's $5 bonus.
Okay.
Didn't we already more or less?
Did we? What? Right? Never mind.
You're saying feed her Gumshoe's $5 bonus. I say,
I mean,
didn't we?
that's kinda what we're doing.
Didn't we already? Yeah, isn't that basically what we're doing?
Yeah.
And no, we're feeding her $3.
That's fair.
Okay. I promise to give this to you if you calm down.
Oh, a Swiss roll. Nom 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 nom.
It really belongs to you, though, doesn't it?
Yeah. I was saving it for Daddy.
Oh,
Oh my.
your father. He's.
Don't say another word, pal. She doesn't know yet.
Thanks for watching out for me, Gummy. But I already know about Daddy. I overheard the guards talking. About how Daddy, he's not here anymore.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't protect him.
Kay.
I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry.
It's alright. Let it all out. Your father just passed away after all. I, myself, was also involved in a case at this courthouse when I was a young child. A case in which my father, who was a defense attorney, passed away. All of my dreams of becoming a lawyer were crushed to find Ash on that night marriage day.
And you wore shorts in December.
Even now, the wound festers deep in the depths of my soul. Ever since that incident, I've dedicated myself to locking away every criminal I can. And now, to have this happen right in front of me. This child, I feel a certain shared fate, a common bond between us.
And somewhere in the distance, Von clutches his shoulder.
Miles Edgeworth, what sort of gentleman are you? Are you going to just stand there and watch a lady cry?
Oh, you're right. Sorry about that.
Kay felt this connection and went, I will make sure to find you.
Yep.
Later in life.
I have
Okay.
adopted you as my father.
Okay, here.
She is like a stray cat. She adopted him.
Okay.
Hey, it's the cat distribution system at its finest.
Yeah.
Okay. Here, how about we use this handkerchief here and dry your little eyes?
I can do this. I can't do it.
No! My cravat! Don't blow your nose on that!
I feel better now. Thanks.
Children are evil, aren't they?
Okay. Are you going to be alright?
Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm already alright.
You got through the 5 stages of grief real quick.
Somehow I highly doubt that. But I'm not going to push it.
Either she's gotten through the 5 stages very quickly, or she's still in denial.
I promised Daddy I'd never cry in front of strangers.
You just did.
You're a good kid, aren't you, Kay? You always keep your promises, right?
That's right. Even if I can't see Daddy anymore, I'm still gonna keep all my promises.
You're a very brave girl, Kay.
You're a very good child for keeping the promises you made to your papa. I'll even testify that you didn't cry. Just for you.
Thank you very much, lady.
It's nothing. I'm only telling the truth after all.
It would appear that because her father was a respected prosecutor, Franziska is sympathetic to Kay's feelings.
Present the badge.
If there was anyone else, Francisco would not care.
Oh, Daddy showed this to me before.
Well, he was a prosecutor too, so it's only natural that he had one as well.
Daddy would pin this badge on me a lot, just for fun.
Putting a prosecutor's badge on a child for fun?
Daddy said that if he put it on his clothes, a scary prosecutor would get mad. He also said that the scary prosecutor said it was more fashionable to not wear it.
I wonder who that scary prosecutor could be.
Gee, I wonder!
I wonder, could Kay be talking about Mr. Von Karma?
No, that can't be it. That can't be it. His
Also-
fashion sense is impeccable.
I think this actually produces unique dialogue here. Yep.
What the heck are you doing reminding her of her father's death, pal? Are you a psycho?
Yes. Didn't think of that. I went by my own instincts.
You may look all happy, but she's hurting real deep down inside, you know. So, God, and be more sensitive, okay, pal? Jesus, mother flippin' Christ.
I'm sorry. Jeez. For once, this detective's actually the voice of reason. Not everyone.
For once.
Gee, Zeus, use some common sense. What is wrong with you? You heartless monster!
Yes, I am.
Kay, what kind of person was your father?
Daddy was a hero of justice. His job was to catch all the bad people in the world.
So, to you, a prosecutor is a hero of justice, huh? I suppose we are in a sense, as we are the ones who see guilty verdicts for criminals.
Plus, you know what? Whenever I came to the courthouse, Daddy would buy me my absolute favorite treat, Swiss rolls!
Oh?
I want to be a hero of justice someday, just like Daddy! So I've been working really hard.
I see. And what have you been working hard on?
Crime! I've been working hard to keep all the promises Daddy and I made together.
A promise notebook? May I take a look inside, Kay?
Sure, okay.
It appears to be an exchange diary of sorts between father and daughter. Mr. Faraday's writing conveys a sense of the kind of man he was. This little notebook just might come in handy later.
You just stole my notebook.
Thank
Mine
you for...
now.
No, I just memorized it for my court I mean, organizer, that's all. Thank you for showing to me, Kay.
It still belongs to you. Therefore, you wrote your name on it. Therefore, it still belongs to you. I haven't taken anything.
I hope you continue to work hard, become a hero, just like your father.
I'm gonna try.
Okay, so I'm a detective that catches bad people, right? That makes me a hero too.
Yeah, you're really cool too, Gummy.
Oh yeah, I got someone to say I was cool. See that, Mr. Edgeworth?
I see that. Congratulations.
Seeking validation from a 7-year-old.
I'll
Exactly.
take whatever
How
I can
far
get.
Gumshoe has
Hey,
fallen.
honestly, that's probably pretty high praise from a 7-year-old.
That's true.
That is true.
That's true. They are often brutally honest.
I'm also gonna put it this way. That's more years on the person complimenting him than he got in dollars in his bonus.
Oh, God.
Gumshoe's sad again.
It's also more money than he's going to make in the next 7 years.
Oh no, Gumshoe's even sadder. Hold on, my cat is literally blocking my view of what this text box is. Move out of the way, Sissel.
No.
Come on, player.
yeah, aren't I, Kay?
What is with the two of them? Why do they act like buddy cops?
This is called friendship, Mr. Edgeworth, and it's magical.
Friendship.
I hand down verdicts of justice, so that makes me a hero too.
Yes, and thanks to your also heroic testimony, you almost painted that detective as a vile criminal and sent him off to jail.
I'm really sorry about that.
Gummy is not a bad man, okay?
That poor judge. He's being treated like a vile criminal rather than a hero of justice.
I'm gonna kick your nuts.
Please don't. It appears that...
I think she was talking to me.
I'm pretty sure that'd be the quickest way to your grave, Your Honor.
With all due respect,
good thing
I
you're-
don't.
it's good you're not-
With all due respect, it wouldn't do anything. I haven't felt anything down there in 20 years.
It appears that you and Detective Gumshoe are good friends, Kay.
Yeah, we're friends.
In that case, would you mind telling me a little more about him? So, I take it that you ran into Detective Gumshoe earlier.
Yep. I was on my way to see Daddy when I saw Gummy standing there. He was standing in the hallway staring really hard at the vending machine, so I said hi.
And when was this?
Huh? Oh, before everything got crazy.
How long were the two of you together?
We only talked for a little while. And then we went our own ways.
That's right, pal. Kay and I only talked for a little while, and that's it.
Oh, which means we have now confirmed that Kay was in the hallway during the recess. Isn't that right?
Ah, you got me.
I told you to stop picking on Gummy, mister!
Very well then.
Very well then, I'll pick on you instead.
I'll just have to speak with the good detective in private later.
Picks her up by her ponytail and flings her against the wall.
Great, we still have something else to ask her about.
But let me just go over the promises here real quick. It'll be kind of important. Promise 1, never take things from a stranger. Promise 2, never go anywhere with a stranger.
Stranger danger.
Promise 3, always greet people with a smile, even people you don't know. Promise 4, never cry in front of strangers. Uh-oh. Promise 5, always try your hardest to learn about things that you don't understand. Daddy's job is to make sure that everyone follows the rules. Kay, be a good girl and promise that you'll keep your promises to me, okay? Love, your daddy.
Aww.
It's the promise notebook Daddy and I made. I have to be a good girl and keep all the promises we wrote in here.
May I take a look inside just for a second?
Sure, okay.
It appears that there are more than just the 5 I thought there were. Promise 6. if you ever have a boyfriend, you must bring him to meet Daddy right away.
Oh, that's gonna be awkward.
Promise
She brings-
7.
So, this is my father's grave.
Even when you
Hey, that would actually be kind of sweet, not gonna lie.
No, it is. But
even
also...
when you have a boyfriend, never forget that I love you the most. What if she gets a
But you
girlfriend?
see,
Gasp.
I can get around these rules by having a girlfriend.
Yep.
I can choose the lesbian route.
Or just not having a love interest.
There you go.
Asexuality.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Love it.
Aces rise.
Yay, alone forever.
No!
Stop that. Bad.
Honestly,
Yes.
being ace is such a superpower.
You're immune to sirens.
Exactly. I certainly don't envy the poor sap she falls in love with.
And that was an achievement. That's why I did it.
Woo!
Were you the one who bought this pack of Swiss rolls, Kay?
Well, I didn't really have a lot of money. And I somehow made $1 out of all the pennies and quarters I had.
Somehow.
But that still wasn't enough, and I really, really wanted one.
Come to think of it, she did come and ask me to exchange a handful of change for $1. And that's when you came and asked me to change your money, correct?
Yeah, thanks a bunch for doing that, mister.
Sure. But let me ask you, even with that $1, you still didn't have enough, correct?
Well, that's why.
If you bullet K anymore, I'm gonna have to arrest you, pal.
Need I remind you that you're the one already on our. Need I remind you that you're the one under arrest?
Are you good?
I am not.
So frustrated with not being able to speak, she just gives up and whips anyway.
Yow!
I sense that Kay is going to be less than forthcoming with this question.
Sorry about your roughly thing.
Yes, well, now that it's positively drenched in your nasal mucus. Don't worry, Kay, I have a spare, like any good prosecutor should. So here, you can have this one.
Why would I want it?
It just comes off.
But Daddy said never take things from a stranger.
Ah, it's one of the promises you made in your promise notebook, correct?
Yeah, look, see? It's right here on this page.
Damn,
It's
foiled
number
again.
1.
Alright then, I'm not giving this to you. I'm merely allowing you to borrow it. There, a loophole. You can take it home, wash it nice and clean, and then give it back to me next time we meet.
That's how you know I'm a lawyer. I found the loophole immediately.
I like how
Look,
they're...
I guess if anyone would know anything about loopholes in the law, it would be prosecutors and defense attorneys.
I like how she also, like, kept this on her for 10 years because she just had it when she ran into him.
I like how there are two...
This is 7 years in the past.
There are two possible interpretations that could get you around that. Either you're not taking it from me, or I'm not a stranger, we're friends now. And Edgeworth is like, no, we're absolutely not friends, I'm finding another loophole.
With all due
Yeah,
respect, that second one ends up being a lot creepier.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I think it's funny because she had this on her in the future, like the present, past, future, and
In the later time.
Yeah, later
Like,
time, because remember,
she
that's
had-
also a flashback.
and she had no idea that she was gonna run into Edward, so she has just been carrying this on her for 7 years, being like, I'm gonna give this back whenever I see him.
But isn't that like the pinnacle of Japanese culture, though?
Japanese culture is all about that politeness.
Yep.
I will also point out there's nothing wrong with keeping something on your person for a ridiculously long time. I still have a, I still have
my
a...
baby blanket.
I still have a Blockbuster card that has my mom's name on it in my wallet that I carry with me at all times, and my mom's been dead for 7 years.
Ooh.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
No, I just
This-
never got around to removing it.
This-
And
Poor
Blockbuster's been out of
Blockbuster.
business for God knows how long.
Sad very quickly.
Yeah, poor Blockbuster. How did it die?
Netflix.
Yeah. Redbox, then Netflix.
Yeah,
Yeah, Redbox was first.
It was rhetorical.
All right.
Okay.
K-
Daddy never said I couldn't borrow things from strangers. Give me my snot.
Now then, Detective Gumshoe.
I think I find it more interesting now that I think about it that he actually has a spare on him ready to go.
No, I don't find that weird. It's Edgeworth.
That seems like part of the chorus for him.
Uh-oh.
I believe it is now crystal clear that you were with little K in that hallway.
Oh.
I told you to stop being mean to Gumby.
Hold it. Miles Edgeworth, there is still something you have yet to resolve.
I beg your pardon.
You still haven't offered any explanation as for why that man would lie to us.
That's, well,
Gumby, don't tell me you lied for my sake.
Don't worry about it, Kay. Everything's gonna be A-okay, Kay. Right, Kay?
so that's why.
Yeah!
So, what was Detective Gumshoe's motive for lying? If you can't explain that, then you can't call this a perfect investigation.
His reason for lying is very simple.
What?
Here is what I believe to be his reason. From simple observation of the detective's actions and his interactions with Kay, it's obvious the detective was lying for the young girl's sake. And this piece of evidence will show you exactly why. Which piece of evidence provides that Detective Gumshoe was lying on account of Kay? I think it's pretty obvious.
Finally, the fucking balloon.
is this where we show the balloon?
Show the goddamn condom.
No, it's a rubber.
This
It's
is that
not
piece
that,
of evidence.
guys.
It's
Not
What
that
are you showing me
way.
that for? That doesn't seem to add anything to the conversation. Come on, what are we supposed to show the goddamn balloon?
Not
We
in this
already
part
did,
of it.
didn't
Not
we?
in this part of the case. I don't get what you're trying to say with that, or do you just like showing it off? Also, we already showed the piece of the balloon earlier.
Are you gonna give that to me, mister?
We showed the piece of the balloon earlier during the judge's testimony.
Is that what it was for?
I don't feel that
Yeah.
the court needs to enter that into the court record at this time.
Gert, what is wrong with everyone? Why are they
At
all
least there's
teasing
no
me?
penalty.
Yeah. Why are they
There's no
all teasing me all of a sudden? Because we're dealing with Kay instead of another adult. Although it's possible that perhaps I made a mistake, and that's why. Now then, back to the topic at hand. Detective Gumshoe lied for Kay's sake. And I know I hold the evidence which shows the reason why. We
Is
just
it
got...
the promise diary?
Pretty sure it is.
Yeah, never take things from a stranger, so she had to have taken the money.
Yeah.
Or the Swiss roll?
Mr. Faraday and Kay's promise notebook? How does this explain everything?
If you could take a look at this page, it's clearly written that Kay should never take things from a stranger. When Detective Gumshoe heard about that promise, he tried to cover for Kay.
What the foolishly foolish fool's fool for a foolish reason for a fool?
Okay, how did you say that perfectly? You can't say anything else.
I don't know!
The human vocal cords are an enigma.
Pretty much.
Gumshoe?
No, sorry. I was too surprised by the perfection of that other statement. Ew!
Gummy, you lied because of me, didn't you?
Because I'm your friend, Kay. Unlike what Edgeworth thinks he is to you.
Hey!
That's why.
Gummy!
Aw, come here, Kay.
At long last, Detective Gumshoe, can you please tell me the whole truth now?
Guess there's no beating you, huh, pal? Okay, I'll spill the goods.
Oh, the drugs you gave me.
Like,
Oh my
hey,
gosh.
that was supposed to be our little extra secret top secret. I've been standing guard for a while. I was getting really hungry, and that snack vending machine was just taunting me.
But all the cash you had on you was $5, and that wasn't enough to buy anything, right? After all, the cheapest item in that machine is $6, pack of Swiss rolls.
Yeah, but then, like an angel from heaven, Kay showed up.
I was thinking about sharing a snack with Daddy. So I wanted to buy a Swiss roll. But I only had about $1 in coins.
So we pulled my $5 and her $1 together. And you know what that equals? Anyone here actually a math whiz? That's right, $6. I know, I'm a genius.
Also,
And we
why
bought
is
a pack
the
of
orange
Swiss
juice
rolls
so
together.
expensive?
Yeah.
They had
Crazy.
to import it.
Yeah, Japanese fruit.
Have you not seen the price of citrus nowadays?
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
No,
You
I
see
don't.
nowadays, but this game was made like a decade ago.
More than a decade. This game
More than-
is
God,
15.
how old is this
This game is 15 fucking years old.
No!
God.
Yes.
Yeah, it came out in 2009.
Holy fudge.
Yeah. And now we're dubbing it in its purest, best form. This many years later. Yeah.
But I was worried about breaking one of my promises. So then Gummy said,
Mr. Faraday's one scary guy when he gets mad. But don't worry, you won't get in trouble if I don't tell, right?
Speaking about creepy things to say to a child,
No!
Oh my god.
If it were any other character.
Yeah, no, like, the thing is that it's Gumshoe, and he's just so purely wholesome.
Yep.
Gumshoe is too innocent for any of that nonsense.
He's too stupid for it, yeah.
Pure himbo
Besides-
status.
You're a himbo
Besides,
status.
Besides, you bought it with me. So you didn't really get it from me, you know?
The balls!
he told me it'd be okay. And he gave me a whole roll to save and give to Daddy.
Who knew that Scruffy would be so considerate?
It's now his
Indeed.
theme.
Detective, I take it that you then sat down on the bench and ate the rolls together.
Yeah, we split the other roll and ate it right then. The sweet taste of that cake's chocolate. I'll never forget it as long as I live, pal.
Anyway, Kay, I believe this also belongs to you.
Oh, that's from the balloon I popped.
It's bad manners to leave garbage lying around, Gay.
I'm sorry. I got the rest of it.
Well, I guess I can't blame you for not throwing this one piece away. It was sitting high up on the windowsill where you couldn't see it. So just this once, I forgive you.
But that balloon... I wanted to surprise Gummy a little, so I popped it on purpose.
Oh.
And because of me, Gummy dropped his half of the Swiss roll.
Wow, you really got me there, pal.
So I thought maybe I should give Gummy this other roll. And then I saw you picking on Gummy, mister.
So you kicked me, is that it?
You sure are a feisty one.
I'm really sorry, mister.
It's alright. I'm perfectly unharmed, last I checked.
You'll just...
And
You
then
just
we
never had
flash
children.
forward to the present. And then Edgeworth is just like, and that's why you're adopted, son.
And this is... and this is why I'm now gay. Hooray. No. But about the Swiss roll. Would it be alright with you if I held onto it until Detective Gumshoe is cleared of all charges and free to go?
Yeah, sure. Just make sure you give it to Gummy afterwards, okay?
Of course, I promise.
And then he eats it himself.
I am not that heartless of a monster, thank you very much.
I'm not that
in front of
heartless.
her?
I'm just hungry.
Eat a Snickers.
I'm not a heartless, I'm a nobody.
Oh, yes.
We're not in
No,
that
you're an
franchise. Let's
unversed.
move on.
You're an unversed.
No, let's move on.
Now then, I believe we have proven beyond the shadow of a doubt that Detective Gumshoe was in the hallway for the entire duration of his duty, which undeniably proves that Detective Gumshoe could not have committed the double murders.
Objection.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, she doesn't sound like shit.
Actually, it proves just the opposite, Edgeworth. You've just shown that Detective Gumshoe is the only one who could have committed the crime.
I'll kick your nuts too, lady.
What do you mean?
She doesn't have nuts.
Are you
It still
sure
hurts
about
if you
that?
kick at that spot, though.
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
As a uterus owner, yes. It's quite rude to eavesdrop, monsieur. I'm getting lectured on manners by a girl with a penchant for whipping people.
She has a point. I'll give her
She
that.
kind of really does.
What? How dare you talk back with such insolence?
You're wrong, lady! Gummy's not the bad guy!
Oh, and what we have here was a child doing here in a courthouse. Bailiff, please take this child away.
Hey,
Miss Callisto, you. That girl's Mr. Faraday's.
I know. So what? You think that just because she's the victim's daughter, she gets to run around all wild, all around the she just gets to run wild all around the crime scene?
This is a public building!
I think it's actually quite dangerous for her. Speak of nothing of getting underfoot.
hey, come back here. I want to play tag.
I suppose you're right. However,
As long as we're in agreement on that point, let's get back to the real issue at hand. Now then, Detective, you were in front of the door to lobby number 2 the entire time, correct?
Yeah, but
You see. Isn't it obvious that it could only be the detective? He is the only person who could have gone into lobby number 2 at the time of the murders.
arg. I have no counter-argument to that.
Don't worry, I've already put in the necessary paperwork for his formal arrest.
But the investigation is far from over.
Oh, that's right. I was going to speak with you about that. Don't you think it's reckless to talk to the suspect out in the open without a guard?
I suppose it is.
Well, as someone with more experience in law than you, allow me to share something. Always keep a good eye on a criminal, or you may regret what comes of your negligence. Oh,
Right?
Miles, I can't believe you're letting this woman lecture you like this. This is unforgivable as a disciple of Von Karma.
I love this prediction. Like, what if I tell murderers that I know that they're the murderer?
Down, Tigress. Now then, I'll be looking forward to the results of your investigation. So, we're back to square one.
Actually, this is our last chance. I can tell that if we fail to solve this case, Detective Gumshoe will be formally charged under all the circumstantial evidence. This investigation's not over yet. There is still one location we have yet to inspect. It's where Detective Bad and Miss Yu were at the time of the crime. Lobby number 1. Finally! Holy crap!
Hey!
I'm
Harry,
so
Jesus
hungry.
Christ.
I've been
so
like
much-
sitting here like I want to get food. I want to get food.
That was so much further away than I thought it was.
Yeah, my bad.
no.
But
Oh,
that's
man.
the whole middle section. We're done. It's the final third.
Woohoo! Hey.
Already 9:30.
I know. I
Yay.
guess we can pause for now, I guess.
Are we
I-
stopping here tonight?
Are we
or
stopping
are
or
we
do we want to
going...
go for another 30 minutes or 25 minutes?
Yeah, I'm tempted to go a little bit, but not before a little break. because we went way too long.
Yeah, break first, because
yeah,
boy.
let's do a quick
5
10 minute bio break.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. And then I think like maybe going.
Yeah, just like get all the
1
intro
minute.
stuff out of the way before our investigation, I'd say.
I
Okay.
agree.
Cool.
Yippee.
BRB.
Cool.
Oh boy. Ba, 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 ba. Shoot, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, there we go. What is it, buddy?
Who hath dare text me?
Okie dokie. Back. Chat, if you're there, I hope you're alive and well and enjoying the sheer insanity that we have gone through for the past 2.5 hours.
Chat's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Chat is dead.
Yeah, it's been dead, unfortunately. Unless they're there. Hi, chat, I'm calling you out. So yeah, like, I'm very confident next time we do this, we're going to finish this case comfortably. That was good.
Hooray!
The only question is when to reconvene. Next week's I have the question, obviously. That's basically the start of Thanksgiving week, and I'm already going to Epcot on the 24th. But for the first, I said I will be doing an escape room that night as part of my birthday celebration. But we could theoretically start earlier if people want to do it. But I will leave that out there for everyone to consider.
Okay, I'm hopefully ready if On Karma shows up again.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
I don't think you will.
You don't think I'll be ready?
No.
Is Thanksgiving this Sunday or Thursday?
Oh, it's next.
The following one.
Okay.
So I get the feeling, even if I'm available, I think a lot of people are going to be busy in 2 weekends. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna be busy getting kidnapped.
Get kidnapped, idiot.
Yeah. I thought you were being kidnapped on the 30th, not the 1st, but that's fine.
I don't know. I'm getting kidnapped on one of the days.
Yeah.
I mean, are you there from the 27th?
I'm gonna be down in North Carolina from the 27th to the 30th, but I'm only gonna be available for kidnapping on the 29th and 30th.
Got it.
Okay.
You must tell me
I
these
mean-
details of these kidnapping. I'm curious for later.
I will. I will describe it in excruciating detail. First,
should
they
do
put
another
chloroform
escape
over my mouth.
Oh, no white smoke. I'm disappointed.
No, they couldn't afford the white smoke. They could afford the gas masks.
I love how right before you guys start making that joke, I was like, we should do an escape room again.
You
We should. We need to do an escape room, and we need to go to the cat cafe.
Yes.
Judas-
We're going to participate in a game.
Yes.
Banana game.
Cosplay
This
as
is a game where you will put your life on the line.
Yes. Zero escape room when, please?
Why is that one of the best voices I can do?
I don't know, but I adore it. And everyone is back, so
Alright.
we'll go for like another 10 or so minutes.
Let's go and see how far we can get.
What is this incredibly overpowering sweet scent?
It smells like flowers.
Uncle Bad, is this it?
Isn't that Detective Bad and K over there?
It looks like she managed to escape the bailiff.
No
never
wonder
get
courtroom
me.
shenanigans are so bad in this country.
No, that's not quite it.
Oh, too bad. But it's so pretty.
I think you're still a bit too young to be wearing that. But since you found it, I guess I can let you keep it.
Sorry, I was taking a drink.
No good.
I'll treasure it always.
Those two seem to get along rather well.
Oh, here. I've got something else for you.
Yay! Thank you, Uncle Bad. Nom, 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 nom. Earlier, I ate one of the. Well, earlier I ate one of these with gummy.
Gummy? Oh, you mean gumshoe.
Gummy is. He was trying to be nice to me because I was gonna get in trouble. And then he got in trouble because he lied to protect me. Gummy. I know he didn't kill Daddy! Oh.
Don't cry. Faraday would be sad if he saw you crying.
I'm not crying.
K.
Oh! It's the mister from before and the lady too.
Don't you think it would be a good idea to go home for the time being? And my name is Miles Edgeworth, for the record.
You're not involved in the investigation, so it's for the best if you do.
Actually, I'm Uncle Bad's assistant. So I'm related to the investigation.
Is that so, Detective Bad? Didn't mind you for a babysitter.
Yeah, I guess.
When it's not you two.
What? You're just scolding us like kids to not mess up the crime scene. And now you let this child run free? Why?
People are free to investigate things outside the actual crime scene. You also had a few things you wanted to look into. Got a problem with that?
I don't have a problem with that, but I am curious as to what Miss Yu is looking into.
Uncle Bad, I'm gonna go look somewhere else now, okay?
Alright, I'm counting on you.
Oh, that's right. Hey, mister.
Yes, what is it?
I know Gummy really isn't the bad guy. I mean it. So please, find the real bad guy, okay?
I won't forgive whoever did this, but in the absence of the perfect piece of testimony and evidence, there is no one else who could be the true culprit other than Detective Gumshoe. She wandered off while I was pondering. Typical.
Rude.
You are boring!
Nope. Well, we can go out the whole way. Crazy. What is
You
this?
can go anywhere.
Even the crime scene. Jesus.
Oh wait, hold on. What's you doing? And I didn't know you could talk to you in here.
Huh.
What is it, Edgeworth?
Nothing in particular. However,
No, he says. You did it again! What is that supposed to be? Your mating call?
is everything I do humorous to this woman?
Look, Edgeworth, I'm incredibly busy right now. I've got a mountain of things to figure out and check up on. If you want to talk, you're just going to have to wait until later, okay?
I'll just continue with my investigation then. What about you? You?
Mr. Lab Technician, I want to know what you found.
Oh, I've found things that I can't show you.
Whose fingerprints are they?
I think there's some human beings, probably someone who was in this room.
And what kind of prints are they?
The kind that you leave with your fingers.
Ugh. That only makes me all the more curious. Wow.
And Hedgeworth does his mating call once again.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yep, so...
Wait, there was Kay.
Hi, Kay.
Hello. Oh, sorry, mister. I'm a little busy right now.
Doing what?
Well, I'm looking for something. Uncle Bad told me to, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Let's go. I don't want to interfere with the girl, lest Detective Bad get angry.
Yes, agreed. No Angie here. Ah, the fountain's fixed.
Miles Edgeworth!
Yes.
What is the meaning of this bulletin board? Why are there so few trials?
already
moving?
seen this.
Damn it. Yeah, you're right. Yep. So,
You...
we
Is
did.
the crime
You
rate
picked
really
the
that
wrong
low in this
thing.
country, or maybe the police lack the proper motivation to get out there and catch the criminals?
I'm afraid I can't comment on that. However, this is rather deja vu. I can say I have my doubts about the younger detectives.
Sounds to me like they're in need of a stricter hand. And I'll start my discipline regimen with that pathetic, filthy-coated detective.
Oh, you want me
No,
to kick
pal.
your nuts too?
I feel bad for the big guy, and yet I can find no suitable reason to stop her. I meant
I have eggs, not nuts.
It appears we'll be drinking out of this until it's been repaired. This has an actual story arc in this case. Who would have thunk it?
If you want a drink of water, just find a tap. It's all the same.
No,
And go down the long hallway to the bathroom to get it.
no, actually, the water from this is apparently something special. There was a man here who was practically bathing in it, like some nectar of the gods.
I know.
Ah, then obviously we are both thinking the same thing.
I suppose we'll just have to wait then.
Yes.
Man, I don't know why everybody cares about the murder so much when this water fountain is the most interesting thing in this case.
What's the matter, officer?
Oh.
It's the same
Never
dialogue.
seen this.
Damn it!
Yep.
It is that far, actually.
Yes, it is!
No, it's not. Maybe short by Japanese standards. Alright. But still pretends it's new dialogue, which is funny. Alright, well. That's what I wanted to get to today. Because right now we're going to be talking with Bad and
I'm
Investigate.
talking to Bad, and we're gonna get into a long conversation with him.
Yeah.
Let's look at the room first.
Yeah, we can do that at least.
Nah.
Or not.
Okay.
I don't think it'll take that long for room searching. This television is the same model as the one to defend in lobby number 2.
Looks like the two rooms are basically the same in terms of layout and supplies.
Yes. The two rooms are basically the same, huh? It may not look like much, but I find that ordinary tables like this one are very useful.
I think it's time they bought the new one. I wonder if they'll replace this table if I hit it enough with my whip.
A much too heavy-handed method if I ever saw one.
What an incredibly strong scented herbal tea.
I fear that more than being relaxing, this set may make one a bit heady instead.
You put in a special request for that.
No wonder she is so violent, if she's been drinking this stuff the whole time.
Neither woman should be allowed to comment on this particular topic, ever. I am a tea aficionado here. Do not question my methods and my experience.
So glad everybody all automatically knows which you anyone's referring to when they say the word you.
Yeah. Like,
That-
I know it's because it's text, but like in the actual world,
You put in a
they would
request
just
for
be
this.
saying this.
I did?
Really? Who's on first? That expensive painting is ill-suited to be hanging on the wall of this room.
I wonder if a guard detail should be placed on it.
Why do you say that?
Well, a desperate low-paid detective might make off with it once someday. You never know.
Do you want me to tell you more about my incredibly dark backstory?
No, thank you. She may be thinking about hiring a guard, but it's obvious she isn't factoring in that guard's salary whatsoever. One of the windows in this lobby is open as well. The air conditioner is working just fine in this room, so why did they open it? I wonder.
I wonder
It's
if they
a
switched
mystery.
from that. The murder scene.
This decorative plant leaves are shinier than the ones on the plant in lobby number 2.
That's probably because it's next to the windows where it's easier to photosynthesize.
You may be right. Plus, the curtain's always drawn in lobby number 2.
They hate Charlie over there.
No, Charlie is in Phoenix's office. There
Not
will
here.
be no other Charlie.
The caretakers of this courthouse don't think enough about the plants, do they?
That's because of the courthouse's caretakers, not a bunch of botanists. And that should be everything in this room. Oh, one more thing. I can see down the courthouse courtyard from here.
What is that mess supposed to be? It's like an optical illusion.
I love how she's looking directly at Dad while saying that.
Yeah, what is this mess supposed to be? I beg your pardon.
I believe it's supposed to be postmodern in design,
More like thoughtlessness than design.
which can also be applied to Bad's jacket. I can't disagree there. Alright, now that's everything. Hooray!
Woohoo!
Next time! On Game Grumps. I mean, next time!
No,
What's wrong with Game Grumps?
I love Game Grumps. They're going through Danganronpa at the
Yay!
moment.
Danganronpa. Who here has played Danganronpa? Pretty sure most of us have.
Me.
Not I.
Not
Me.
I.
I have not.
I actually really only recently played it. Serenity was there for that. Well,
It was.
I think it's worth playing. But your mileage may vary on the sort of mysteries they tell and the characters and its dynamic.
Absolutely. It is
I
a
agree.
game with a very specific taste.
But I quite like it. All right. Well,
I enjoyed it.
thank you,
in
everyone.
general.
Yep. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. We are 10 parts in. Next part, we will definitely finish this case. And then the part for that, if we get lucky, then we will start the infamous Turnabout of Blaze for the end of the year.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Oh boy.
Oh, gosh. That's going to be like 6
hell
parts alone.
yeah.
It will
Let's
last
go.
forever. It will never end.
Yeah.
And just like Case 4 of Ace Attorney 1, it'll go into the new year by the time the case is over.
Yippee!
It's almost
One
Christmas doesn't mean
eternity
it's not
later.
Christmas.
Exactly. Yes.
That's not the quote
Christmas
in the
means it
slightest.
Almost Christmas is not
Fucking enough.
Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas!
Yep.
It shows up every single Christmas Eve.
I love it
Every
so much.
single time, without fail, someone will post it.
And then it gets reposted everywhere, and it's beautiful.
All right, so I'm gonna raid Marvel's Plays. They're doing some Mario and Luigi Brothership. Brothership.
Brotherhood? Did
Brothership.
they kill her mother?
Oh my god.
All right, so unfortunately, we won't be recording this week or the next week. So the earliest we'll reconvene will be the 8th of December, barring another delay. But we'll see. We'll make it happen. We'll make the magic happen. So at the very least, we'll get this case done by the end of the year, and maybe we'll start. Yeah, like I said, case 5. So,
Woo!
gonna raid.
Yay!
Gonna sign
Let's
off.
go.
Please take care, everybody. I'll catch you on Tuesday for more Hades. Maybe I'll actually beat him this time. We'll see.
Have you not beat him yet?
I've only done so once. All right, signing off here, ending the stream.